Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I had to reset up options because Windows 10 just doesn't want to remember the settings.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Hey.
Does any of you guys read Wheel of Time?
No.
Nope.
Damn, I can't talk about the cool part that just happened.
You could talk about it, we just won't know what you're talking about.
It's a little... Nope, I can't. It's just too much to set up. Unless you want me to talk for like 20 minutes. It was really cool though. And if the show does well and gets to this part, I'm so looking forward to seeing it.
What's it called again?
It's a Wheel of Time. It's an epic fantasy series by Robert Jordan. features a tortured messiah, but also a huge fantasy world that is very well fleshed out, and that when I was 14-year-old, totally wanted to be a magic user, daydreamed about it, like acted like one, wanted, like, it was what I wanted to be when I grew up. It was basically one of these characters. I idolized them. Read the books over and over and over again. And I ended up not continuing to read them because they're like 700 to 1,000 or more pages each. And there's like 15 of them, I think.
Leave us.
Yeah, there's a lot of content.
That's a lot of book.
Yeah, it's a lot of book. And I got teased as a kid for bringing around my tomes, as they said. And it was also, I felt cool because, you know, little kid with a gigantic book is fun look. Anyway, I stopped reading them at like book 9 because I no longer had a commute, and I just was reading books much slower then, and I would read other things, like I read Game of Thrones and The Song of Ice and Fire instead, and just kind of took a break from Wheel of Time. Anyway, so I finally picked it up again because Eric gave me access to his audiobook account, Audible, and so he has all of the Wheel of Time books on audiobook. So now I've been able to walk around and do chores and clean and sort and go through boxes and move things and do all sorts of stuff while I'm listening to the books. So I've gotten through like 3 of these books in a couple months because it's so easy to listen to them. And I finally got to this part in, what is this even called? The Gathering Storm. And like, for the most part, I have to tell you, the plot is pretty forgettable. I couldn't have told you most of the plots of the first couple of books because I was so obsessed with the world. Like, I could tell you that Shanshan women wear bright and colorful clothing, and that they have earrings that go from their nose to their ear that have charms on them that denote their rank as windfinders in the sailing, you know, like the sea folk. And I could tell you that the Shanshan had their head shaved and that they kept their pinky fingernail long and lacquered blue if they were of the high blood. And I could tell you all this random crap, but I couldn't tell you like what happened in the 3rd book as far as the plot went. But now the plot is happening.
Well, I'm going to put it out there right now. Hey, for all you listeners at home, we are not sponsored by audible.com, but you know, if they are listening, we're open. We're listening.
Has he already got us on Twitch?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, for anyone
yes.
watching on Twitch, I got to the part where Gawain fights the Shanshan, and it's badass.
Hopefully somebody gets it.
Speaking of really good podcasts, one I always recommend is something called We're Alive. It's zombie story of survival. It's so good. It's into its newest season right now, which is called Gold Rush, I believe. I've re-listened to that series like over a dozen times. It's so good.
Well, now I've been introduced to the magic of being able to connect to just listening to stuff instead of listening to music instead, or just my own thoughts. Who needs to hear your own thoughts? Overrated.
That's why I listen to a bunch of podcasts.
Mm-hmm. So, who are we waiting on? We're waiting on
Chuck.
Riploid.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, if we're waiting, I'm going to try telling you about it anyway. Because I was just so psyched when it happened. I sent a message to Eric. I was like, oh my god, this happened. I was like, oh, it's so cool. Okay, anyway. So, basically, there's this very ancient and venerable association of magic users. They're called Azadeh. And they are like this institution that has been around for thousands of years. And they're super powerful. But they came under leadership of a person who's kind of like Trump, who's been dividing the tower amongst the various groups and causing divisiveness and basically not caring about uniting them. And then this girl, Egwene, who came to the tower to learn how to do magic and kind of like did very well, but never got to be officially an Aes Sedai. She then became like the puppet of a splinter group of Aes Sedai who decided to rebel against this nasty Trump-like Aes Sedai leader named Elida. So Elida's the Amerlin. A lot of people don't think she is a valid Amerlin. They basically want to get her impeached, but now they've basically have rebellion, and it's the first time that they've ever quote unquote split the tower. So the Aes Sedai live in the White Tower, and so these rebel Aes Sedai have left, and they're laying siege to try and take control back from this nasty Trump Amerlin Elida. And on the inside of the tower, like everybody's very divided and they don't trust each other, and everybody's backbiting and they're splintering off into these little side groups that they call Ajaz. And on the outside, they're recruiting and they're getting in groups that the old established Aes Sedai did not allow to be a part of the tower, and now they're like, no, you can train to be an Aes Sedai. We'll take you. Come and join us. And so they're swelling their ranks. They're building up their numbers. And meanwhile, this young girl who was kind of like picked because to be like the rebel Amerlin, the rebel leader, as a puppet, actually kind of realizes that under the tutelage of one of the more experienced, the former Amerlin who was deposed by this nasty Trump person, she's learning how to be a really good leader. And since she was chosen to be like the neutral puppet that the other ones could manipulate, she starts coming into her own power. And then she gets captured and ends up going back into the White Tower under the rule of Elida, and she's seeing just how divided everybody is, and she's like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing this, that people are scared to walk out in the halls, like in the tower. This is terrible. And she's been cast out as a novice. Like they're calling her a novice again, even though the rebels raised her to full wizard status.
Dang.
Right. So they put her back in quote unquote novice white. And
dang, I'm back to the white belt? Damn.
Right? They put her back in novice white, and they're treating her like a stupid young girl, and she keeps on telling them, like, she realizes, no, I have to convince these women that I really am the Amerlin because Elida's doing such a shit job. So she stays strong and she stays stubborn, and every single time like they try to tell her to use their honorifics and to curtsy and to be subservient to them, she's like, no, I'm the Amerlin, I'll treat you as an equal. And so she never uses their subservient stuff, and she calls them all by their first names. And then she ends up earning the respect of the other novices, because every single time she's disciplined, she just takes it, and they know how nasty it is. And so they start doing things like when she gets beaten, they leave her like a little pillow on her chair in the novice eating hall, and they start quietly calling her mother, which is what they call the leader of the Aes Sedai as an honorific.
Gotcha.
So the novices are like on her side, and the whole time they're feeding her this tea that prevents her ability to do magic.
Oh.
So she can only do a teeny tiny bit of magic as opposed to her normal amount of magic, which is usually quite strong. And so they're keeping her kind of like captive, and she's trying to, and as she's a novice, the thing is she's taking lessons from these other sisters, and she's talking to them and asking questions about Elida's rule. Like, now, why would Elida have done this? It seems like that was a big mistake. Like, she really kind of messed this up. And then she'd bring up, like, from history, it was kind of reminds me of that one time that I thought that the Amerlin was doing a really shitty job, and they impeached her. You remember that? They executed her and took her down from power. Elida doesn't want to tell you to know this. And so all the Aes Sedai are sort of like getting in contact with her and hearing these stories about how Elida did do a shitty job doing that, and she's kind of like planting the seeds of dissension. And all this time, Egwene has had like a vision that the tower is going to be attacked, and that it was going to be raided by these people that take magic users as slaves and
Damn.
basically enslave them to their will. And nobody believes her. And she's like, well, it's going to happen, so you guys had better be prepared. So she keeps on warning people, be prepared, it's coming. And so it happens.
Everyone just thinks she's crazy.
Yeah, they're like, you're just a girl. You're just a paranoid girl. Nobody gives a shit about what you think. And they don't listen. Well, they attack. And the Trump Amerlin is nowhere to be found. You can't find Elida anywhere. And meanwhile, like, it's been just long enough that Egwene has not been given a dose of the tea that she can, like, use a little bit of magic. And they've established in the lore that when multiple magic users of the same type, so you've got male and female magic users.
Okay.
So female magic users can form what's called a circle to channel the collective magic together to then have one person control it and then wield it powerfully using like 13 different women. And so since she's able to, yeah, basically a coven, yeah. So she's able to use, she gathers the novices around her because she's in the novice ward. She's like, all right, ladies, I know you guys don't know how to do all the complex weaves, so here we go. I'm gonna show you how to make a circle. And so
Cool.
she gets these bunches of noobs all together who are kind of low-key loyal to her, and she starts forming circles amongst them and using their power to channel because she's so weak. And then she basically goes to breaches that the enemies have made in the tower, and she goes off and she just, like, she's firing fireballs at people, and she's using the basically the weakest people in the tower to help her out and fight them off. And since all of the what they call the Ajaz, all the groups are so splintered, they weren't united. So basically she formed the largest united group of magic users to fight off the raid. And she suffered the least casualties. She managed to kill them all, and she just was a total badass. And I'm like, yes, go Egwene, this is great. Yeah, it was a thrilling moment.
Is that for a campaign you did?
That's what?
What
It's
was that for?
It's a book.
It's a book, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
I was just super psyched because, like I said, this series is kind of it can be light on action. It can be a lot of like pensive muttering and angsty thought and
Talking and
politics and intrigue and men being quote unquote hard and battles and armies, but not really anything that you're emotionally invested in. So this is the first time that I've been like, oh my god, that was so badass. She's gonna get an army of novices together and kick butt. Ah! Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
So I can't wait to see that in the show. It's gonna be epic. And of course, since the nasty Amerlin is nowhere to be near, like, you know that the tower is gonna be thinking about, well, you know, that girl that we've been treating like a novice this whole time that's been saying she's the Amerlin did a pretty good job Amerlining.
could be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's gotta be a coincidence. It's a series of fortunate events, that's all.
You're right, it's just, you know, just pure luck. Pure
Yeah.
luck.
Exactly.
She did so well leading the novices because she's a novice, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense to me.
I'm actually surprised I managed to sum up, like, that was basically 3 books of setup in that amount of time. For all the text there is, there's actually not that much that happens. There's lots of describing things and setting the scene, and a picture shows 1,000 words.
Yeah, I read like the first 5 books in that series in high school, and I started to reread them again, but then I hit that wall of like, whoa,
I know, exactly.
there's so much talking.
There is.
But the magic
Also
system is
talking
really
about
cool.
talking, and everybody has reactions to the talking.
And lots of whiny babies that are like, okay, this book series could be done in like 5 instead of 11.
Right, it's
if you
true.
would just listen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, then, and again, a lot of that luscious world building, if you turn it into a TV show, I think you could probably get through it in 5 seasons.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's 15 books, but Crossroads of Twilight, did anything even happen in that book? Nothing really happened in that book. It's Matrim got to know Tuon a little better. Okay, gotcha. And Dark Friends, okay.
There's 700 pages of nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, when I was younger, I was just obsessed with the world. And I still appreciate it. It is a very fleshed out universe he's created with the magic system and the politics and the geography of everything and the way people react to each other and the power struggles. That's all really well developed. But then he's got 2 female characters that he just gives different names. He's got Puppet 1 and Puppet 2, and he just gives them different names, and then they act in set personality A or B.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I would just definitely like to see it get a little bit more development, a little bit more love from some other writers aside from just the one.
Have you read the Stormlight Archives series?
My boyfriend so wants me to read that next. Yeah, he's been telling me about how Brandon Sanderson is his favorite author, and he's like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to read these." So it's coming. I've got to finish Wheel of Time first.
He takes over for the author because he passed away in book 9 or
I
something.
got to that part. It was actually the one I'm on, book 11, I think.
Oh, nice.
So if he's the one who's responsible for making plot happen, thank you, Brandon Sanderson. But I haven't actually noticed a difference in the writing style just yet. So either he's doing a fantastic job, or I think I'm still in the Robert Jordan section.
Yeah. He does a pretty good job of melding it all.
If you're poisonous, tell me now. Yeah, Speak with Plants. We had a fun situation with Speak with Plants where our druid ranger multiclass ended up trying to talk to the hedge maze to try and find out what the true path was.
Oh, that's kind of clever.
The hedge maze didn't know. It was just I'm just growing here. It's fun. But how do we get out of you? And they're just nah. And it's do you mind if we kind of pass through you? No, I think I'm too dense for that. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna come, baby? Please.
I had a big lunch.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I had a big lunch.
Gotta remind myself not to click on things said on Twitter that autoplay. That was terrible. For reference, this is what I clicked on. You don't want to listen to it, but if you have headphones. I played like the first second of it, I'm like, oh shit! I just had click. I was looking over, clicked in my other monitor to grab the timeline. They pull it, and fucking clicked on that. Whoops.
You were trying to get my cat to come hang out with me in my room.
Oh my god.
Come. Yes, baby, please come.
No, stop.
What?
Okay, yeah.
You put headphones in.
I told you not to listen to it without headphones.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just cutting like all this
Hilarious.
like the first 28
Now we'll
minutes
never-
of this. I'm just cutting. When it gets to YouTube.
No, we'll never get sponsors.
It's okay. I'm just gonna
So
cut
it had like the little like X thing, and then I was like, when I press play, I was like, oh, okay then. But also that would be a turn off. That was a thing. Anyway. Besides, everybody who's got a cat knows that's the way you do it.
My cat's just come to me.
He screams no at the end. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Bingo.
Did Chuck give us a ETA?
No, but I assume he's aiming for something a little after 8.
I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. I think
Hmm?
the umbrella just fell in my backyard. Oh man. Oh.
Of course. Cool.
I'm just sitting here trying to imagine what Sean is doing with like his little bits of like, damn it, cool, fuck.
Oh, cool.
Did you save the princess?
I did not. Princess doesn't need saving. She can save herself.
There you go.
Oh wow, caught up that quick? Jeez. Damn. All right, all right.
Okay, yeah. I got a storm coming in, so I just had to close up all the umbrellas that were outside.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It's that time of year.
Where it feels like 100 and then it rains all the time.
Exactly. It's fucking worst. I hate Florida. Mm. Uh-oh. Okay.
Is the monster back?
Mm. The monster is always within us. Oh, wow. Just didn't know this. Okay.
While we're here, I have an idea for like something to do when like not everyone is here. I was thinking about running like something like Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which is like a pretty long dungeon crawl. and it just
Okay.
and it'd be something that like you people can pop in and out pretty easily. Like there you turn the corner and your friend's not there, or you turn the corner and like your new friend's there. You know, the person that was something like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Just so that
I've never
we
played
can
it,
play-
but that sounds cool.
That sounds fun.
It's it's one of the only Dungeons and Dragons like modules that can get up to level 20.
Really? Now
Yeah,
you have my
wow.
interest there.
Yeah, like each level has like a recommendation for like level cap, and like the last level is like we recommend level 20, and that's a recommendation after going through an entire like dungeon with like magic items and stuff.
What would happen if you were to die in this dungeon?
I mean, it's as far as I'm aware, it's fine. Resurrection is fine and stuff.
Okay.
The only stipulations is just like stuff like you can't teleport in and out unless the dungeon says you can. It's one of
Okay.
those like kind of things like
Gotcha.
you can't yeah.
Right. When it's necessary. Got you. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be like, in time. If you know what, you get what I'm trying to say. Like if we
Not-
spend a week in there, and then next week everyone's here. You know.
Oh yeah, like it'll be. I plan on it just being like for like when we can't do Saltmarsh for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Or if like somebody like doesn't want to do Saltmarsh for some reason, I don't know.
I
But,
like it.
you know, yeah, just something for fun and everything else.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
For me to play. Yeah, for you to play
Should be
around with
down.
everything else. It's mostly combat based because it is
Mhm.
like one huge gigantic dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be. I thought it would be pretty fun to try out.
I'm super down
So-
for that.
Yeah, so come up with like some character ideas
be
and
cool.
stuff, and and I can set it all up.
Starter level 5.
Yeah, you could start at level 5, and you start with a feat also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I want to make it so that it's more of a power fantasy, high fantasy stuff. Where it's like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of magic and stuff. I plan on using your warlock revision rules or whatever it was that you had in mind, where like they get more spell slots.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Also for sorcerers, get more sorcery points and stuff if they want. Wizards are perfectly fine the way they are.
They are.
But like other stuff, I like. It'd be. I just wanted like something to play around and that you just kind of blaze through a dungeon and just be like, oh, well here we go. Here's some fighting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it also takes place in Waterdeep, so that's like an interesting little thing to explore the city and stuff.
Okay.
If we get bored of that, we could also just go to Avernus.
Yeah. Do you have Descent into Avernus?
I do.
Nice. I've heard good thing about that module. Once you get into Avernus, I've heard the Baldur's Gate stuff is kind of lackluster, but then like once you get into Avernus, it's like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, and the initial part's actually really hard. Like the first first 3 levels is really hard.
I heard about that also.
I haven't heard anything about it. So
Like
that'll
2
be
swarms of spiders level hard, or
No, it's like we'll see like level 1 party versus like CR3 things.
Cool. Oh, that is tough. That is tough. Okay.
If I recall correctly, but it's really tough at the very beginning.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you have a large enough party, it might not be too bad, but
Yeah, it'd be like taking down a dragon.
right, which is very easy, as we all know. Okay. But no, I'm super down for that. That sounds great. Never played Mad Mage or Avernus or anything, so.
Whatever. I'm happy as long as I get to play.
yeah, there's some opportunities for like some RP stuff and everything because there's like the Yawning Portal is full of NPCs that you can interact with and everything. But if you go in expecting like a very long like story based campaign, like I'm not planning on doing that.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
putting more of that effort into this. This in my real life campaign, which I still need to get onto about like a proper thing.
Well, I was thinking that like maybe like if you wanted to do a session, it'd just be Cain, Abel, and Goji.
No, yeah, that's doable.
But yeah, I like the idea of the dungeon one because then you can swap out, try out different classes if you want, or the vault of all your characters can finally see the light.
Mm-hmm. Until they die. Probably not. No. I think I am going to increase a little bit of the encounters just to make it a little bit more chaotic, because you guys will be getting pretty strong pretty quickly in that module. But there's a lot going on in it. I still haven't read everything. I've only read like the first like a couple floors and like other floors. But it's pretty fun. There's like one. I mean, it takes place in Undermountain actually. So I think Integer knows more about it than I do actually.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So it's got that. It's got the Skull Fort underneath also. Skull Fort? No, Skull Island.
I'm thinking I might
ping Reploid. Can we ping back or something?
Why not?
Because you said he'd be late, but this is late.
If anything, we can start, and I'm sure he'll be here in like a couple of minutes. So.
But yeah, I saw a little bit of Mad Mage being played, and it's a pretty hard dungeon crawl.
Cool. Alright. I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I got an idea for a character already.
Is it a ranger monk?
Yes.
I think I might either try out monk or maybe paladin this time.
Pallies are fun.
I know, I want a class to try. Because like,
Paladins.
even though like a cleric is pretty rad, oh my god.
That extra attack plus smite plus that untouchable AC, that is just, it feels very empowering.
Though I wish they did just a smidgen more healing.
Who, clerics?
Paladin?
Paladins.
Paladins do a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have healing spells? Besides like the pool, do they
They
have
can.
healing spells?
Yes.
Lay on hands, amazing.
Forget lay on hands.
No, they can get cure wounds and all that stuff. They can get all that.
Fantastic.
Do you get that back per short rest or long rest?
But still, like, it's pretty damn good. Like, it's a guaranteed heal. It's one action for like
Yes.
your entire
Oh,
pool.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can
It's
heal to
fantastic.
full in one action. It's pretty amazing.
The exact amount needed. It's
Exactly. No resource wasted.
Mhm.
No worrying about rolls. No worrying about bad rolls.
And the thing is, like,
if
at higher
you-
levels, it's just so good. It's insanely good.
Yeah, don't underestimate lay on hands. It is super good.
But yes, they can get cure wounds and all the standard healings too.
Or you
To answer your
you
question.
do like a paladin with a celestial warlock, so you get the bonus action heal too.
I saw a that guy build, which is like a bunch of multi-classes, like paladin, hexblade, sorcerer, fighter, and it was
That's
disgusting.
gross.
It,
Yeah.
it was so
That's
disgusting.
Because I've heard of the Hexadin lock.
Yeah, what Hexblade does is it gets you crit on 19. That's the big thing. And so, that combined with a smite, because on a crit you double your smite.
Yeah,
So
it seems weird not to throw a rogue in there just so you can have just an absolute nuke.
oh man.
How do you waste the sneak attack because you can't really do it with both attacks?
You can't what?
You can't
Yeah.
use both. You can't use. You have to do one attack with.
You don't need 2 attacks when you kill them on the first one.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah,
you don't. You don't need 2 attacks when you quicken hold person.
Yeah. All that stuff too. man. Yeah, I just don't want to play paladins anymore because they're just too much. They're too good, too strong.
Wow.
Oh no!
I deleted the wrong token. I'm sorry.
You
That's the
killed
guy
my
who likes
pseudo
to get
dragon.
pictures marked on all of his stories.
And like a
Oh,
goblin paladin on
good.
top of it with Fury of the Small God. So good. So good. It's too good.
Goblins are so good.
Where have I been? I know I saw it somewhere. Verdan, right?
Verdan, the tall gobbies.
Hmm. Yeah, I was just thinking of it. Just came to my mind. I wanted it. They're still size small. Oh, until you reach level 5. Oh,
Yep.
ah,
They grow up.
how cute.
They grow up.
Do they only last like what 20 levels, and then once they reach level 20, they die?
I don't know about that.
Their age is 200 years, so
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird that they.
that's probably something else you're thinking of.
Hmm.
Ah, how interesting.
What's everyone else thinking?
For what?
For the maze thingy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Hmm.
shared my Ranger Monk. I'm gonna do Ranger Monk again.
Probably half orc fighter.
Ooh.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that.
As I'd say, because if you guys are doing that, like, oh man, it makes me really want to do what I'm doing now. In this campaign, in that campaign, is an order cleric.
Mm.
Because order cleric, just one of the special abilities of it is starting at first level when you use this first level spell or higher on an ally, they can immediately use their
Okay.
reaction to make an attack.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
And it's any first level. It doesn't say cleric, so you get something that you can expend, spell slots really quickly on, and you can just force your team to have a lot of action economy.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I think I have a couple of options, but I might do either my human paladin, Oath of Ancients, or my Sadar Sorcerer Draconic Bloodline.
For the race, I wrote up a vampire race. I run it by Chuck, and Chuck loves it. It's something I'll run you by too, Hunter.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I want to play.
I'm gonna go ahead and say like anything goes because Mad Mage can be pretty hard, and I plan on making it.
Oh wow.
hard.
Okay. It's Masquerade.
My character folder is basically characters that I made for various scenarios and campaigns that then either got canceled or got kicked out of. So I'm like, I would love to revive Saleva the Tiefling Bard or Mittens the Rogue Tabaxi.
Tabaxis are so good.
And-
I've never seen one played, but they're good.
I love the idea. Little swashbuckler Puss in Boots. So cute.
Ah. Yeah, I like Tabaxis. I don't know. Maybe I'll try one day. But I love
great.
the idea.
Tabaxi
I like
Monk.
I'm still,
Tabaxi Monk.
I'm still fascinated with like a Dex build paladin. It's kind of like a self nerf because again, I've played like a really strong paladin. I'm just like oof, but like I want to do like a dual wielding paladin.
Yeah. Like a swashbuckler rogue paladin.
Oh
with a
yeah.
tabaxi.
Mm-hmm. That's a fantastic idea.
Your fucking a knit bonus would be great. Because you're going to have both charisma and dex really high.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, Hunter, would you allow me to bring back the blind fighter?
The what?
I think there was a UA blind fighter subclass at one point.
You mean
It's a fighting
there's
style.
there's a fighting style for that, yeah.
Yes, that one.
I mean, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do my Toph build.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
If you want to go, if you want to go for like all
Blind
all,
fighting.
all the same class, also that's fine with me too. I don't care. This is like a random thing.
I'm gonna do like a one-shot Avatar universe Bender kind of RPG.
Hmm.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, exactly. The Fire Nation.
And then
Can I be an
all-
airbender monk?
Yeah, an air monk, obviously.
You got to be a wind genasi or air genasi.
Basically, right? Yeah.
Flavor of like the Wind Genasi, but then you have the monk abilities.
I guess everyone will be a genasi in that, really.
Oh yeah, dibs on Toph.
Mm.
And then someone can be Suko.
Zuko?
Sokka. Or
Sokka,
Zuko or
Sokka.
Sokka.
Sokka,
Oh,
that's what I
Sokka.
And you
meant.
just have like the human fighter.
He's just a regular human. That's
The
true.
fighter is just tagging along with his boomerang.
Oh man, I'd play Sokka.
Trained in all 4
Sokka
fighting
guy.
styles.
Yeah, Sokka's the weapon bender.
Yeah, yeah. He's got like an adamantium boomerang or whatever. Um,
I bet that was so good. I was hanging out with a friend yesterday, found out that he'd never seen Avatar. I was like, you watch it now. Goodbye. I sent him the link.
I have a friend who, how many times she said she watched it? Like since it was on Netflix. Where is it?
It's so easily
Because it's like an
bingeable.
insane number.
Like I have it on DVD as well, but like,
Mhm.
just having it play and autoplay on Netflix is so good.
Mhm. Yeah, her 7-3 watch. It's pretty crazy.
Nice. Those are rookie numbers.
Oh man.
I probably watched it, I think, 4 times. It's every single time you find someone who hasn't seen it, you're like, we're gonna watch it together.
My dad watched it with my sister, and he loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad's watched it too, and he loves it.
it's like the definition of a family
But he
show.
watches like all the cartoons in anyway, so.
Like everybody can enjoy it.
My dad's a Zuko
By
Katara chipper too. It's funny.
Yes. Can we roll for these characters? I mean, I'm just sitting here waiting, so I mean.
Hunter, do you want to start the game? I guess Chuck will jump in when he can. I guess Hunter's not there now. I'll be right back.
Same.
Edita. Oh hey, Chuck's on roll 20, so he should be on soon.
Woohoo!
How's the family, Justin?
Good. We went to the lake this weekend. Everybody got burnt,
Ooh, toasty.
except for the kids, of course.
Sunscreen is an amazing invention, guys.
You're swimming the entire time. It's hard to reapply.
That's true. That's true. I usually get the spray for that, though. The spray's kind of not as effective.
Yeah. It works in places. I have a weird tan line.
Are you getting Evelyn in the water? Have her swim a little bit?
Yep, she likes it. Well,
Awesome.
she's teething,
Nice.
so she doesn't like much right now.
Ah, okay. Rip. Does she
But
wake
she
up?
likes it for the most part.
Does she wake you all up in the middle of the night, crying and stuff?
Luckily, not so much now.
Okay, that's good.
She's sleeping through the night, but she wakes up pretty early.
Yeah, I know teething can be a bitch.
Hello, sorry.
Hello.
Welcome.
That's it.
How was Din Din?
Is everyone here now?
I'm here, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Present.
I keep.
I think Pat walked away. So I think he's
Ah.
he'll be right back.
We'll have to wait on Pat then.
Yeah.
The baby. Your son.
To get it? Wait, you went on a boat?
I'm on
Yeah.
a boat.
No, that's my cousin's. That's my basically nephew.
Oh, okay. Wait,
That's
yeah,
my
you
cousin's son.
don't have a son. You only have a daughter, right? You don't have girls.
Yep. 2 daughters.
Yeah,
I'm outnumbered.
outnumbered. As it should be.
You'll be
Oh, and the
fine.
fireworks were insane at the lake. There was like explosions, like they lit too many of them at the same time.
Oh,
There was
wow.
mushroom
Oh, really?
clouds.
Nice.
It was
Damn.
awesome.
One of my best fireworks. Actually, yeah, the best one is when I used to work at Disney on July
oh,
4th.
isn't it neat?
We got because I used to be a cruise driver, so parked right out in front of the lake, like right in front of the poly.
Huh.
Best seat in the house. Oh my god. Oh, those
Oh, that
fireworks
sounds-
are huge, dude. They're so good.
I actually don't like fireworks.
Oh,
That's understandable. I know a lot. I know a few people who don't.
There's these you can get the ear protection that shooters use for guns that help prevent the highest, nastiest, loudest range of sound. You might enjoy them better if you had those. 'Cause they are quite a spectacle.
I'm more against them because of for environmental reasons.
Yes,
Gotcha.
they're very
Fair
bad
enough.
for the environment.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
They're very bad for the environment.
Yeah.
Setting fire
But,
to
you know.
things and exploding highly explosive stuff is generally bad. I can understand that.
Yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help the PTSD, so.
For
Okay.
sure. Jeez. That's harsh.
I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But we're all back.
Hooray!
All right, awesome. Yeah, everyone had a fun week. To finish off, do we want to do Olivia's downtime week real quick?
Yes. I had nothing planned. I think we spoke briefly.
We did.
Actually-
We did. You wanted to to try out and do some stuff. You wanted to try to clean up your house and everything else. But
Yes.
but the most you could do in that case is just kind of make a funnel for the crabs to kind of
Right, yeah,
get
yeah,
out
make
of
a
your
little-
house.
Crab track.
Crap people.
Crab people, crab.
Crap people.
Olivia's their leader.
Walk like crabs,
no.
talk like people.
That's a great episode.
That's my house. It's bad, but it's mine.
Mhm. There are many houses like it, but this one is not.
I know you also wanted to like figure out like try to do something with Wolfram.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get him to allocate object
Hmm.
on my item of importance.
Your S word. Oh wait, no, your will.
His writ. The
My
writ.
Okay.
There we
If
go.
you want to do that, we can do that.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolfram, where are you casting locate object?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Let me make sure I have it prepared.
Well, this is during the week, so I
Yeah.
assume that you would have like planned for this before.
Yeah, we
would
would just
say-
pick an evening.
Probably in center of town here, because it's unlikely that it would probably be over here or anything like that at the start.
Yeah.
So from where you are right now, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
sounds good.
okay, just want to see what your aura looks like if it's from that 1,000 feet. It's 1,000 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 1,000, yeah.
Okay. You do not detect it in that area.
Mm,
All right. I think the first obvious place we could look is Winston's, since
Yeah.
I had a dealing with that before.
it was, and it had been that Winston's, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you tried again over at Winston's, and you actually detect it like to the south, to the southeast, or the southwest of Winston's. So,
It was in my house the whole time.
Southwest,
it's
Mariners Guild?
well, now it's south. Well, it's southwest of Winston, so now it's southeast of you.
Oh, okay.
You feel like you're right next to it.
All right.
Shit.
So, who's here again? Let's see.
Yeah, that is the house of Ingo the Drover. You can definitely detect that it's in his side of his house.
Well, Olivia, it appears that it's here.
Well, at least Winston wasn't lying. Told me it might have been one of Ingo's boys. Glad to see it's still here.
What do you?
Figure before I do anything crazy though, we should probably round up everyone else. Don't really, not really the frontal assault type.
Do you believe there's going to be? A
I
fight?
am.
Well, that's why I want your backup there, bud.
Well, yeah, of course, I'm here.
What do I know, if anything, about Ingo and the recruitment people? This is where like the odd jobs kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's probably like the best place to get money for like a downtime week session.
Yeah.
He just kind of basically recruits mercenaries and stuff as like muscle for either trade routes or for working on ships and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't own any ships or anything else himself. He just kind of like provides for like sailors and stuff.
And that's all above board.
Yes,
far
he's
as
been
I
in
know.
Saltmarsh. He's been in Saltmarsh a pretty long time. Before you arrived.
Yeah, cool.
So
Works for me.
Just the two of us, or?
Oh, no. Let's well,
Not
keep
you.
an eye on who's coming in and out, but I'd rather do this with everyone if we're going to be storming the place.
Aye. All right. Guess we'll probably try to see who we can get to
Yeah.
join us on this.
I think this would be before you left Kai.
Okay. I definitely wanted to be down with this.
Okay.
Oh, me too.
Come on down.
Come on down to my house.
Yeehaw! We all gather to the crab house.
Please don't tell anyone how I live. I mean, the bottom floor of her house is completely infested with crabs. Like, it's not a house at all. She lives in the attic like Joker.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Well,
Olivia.
my
The
joke
attic
there's
is
no
great,
curry
actually.
and coffee.
Right? I've been actually working on like a map for it.
Interesting.
Olivia, why
Just-
didn't you
just
come to us
sometimes.
sooner about this?
Hey, it's free. I didn't have to pay for it, right? It's a fixer upper. I'm still working on it. Don't worry. Just takes a lot of gold. And numbers that I don't have.
Olivia, I did research your house a little bit too. There's a vampire that buried under your house. I'm not sure how.
What?
You can see she doesn't seem too surprised. It's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Is Giovanni? Yeah, I want to say Giovanni's here. Giovanni is kind of
Yeah, I
like
mean,
a Wolfram.
I would have tried to get as many of you here as possible. So
Just a vampire, just
Well,
buried under our house.
It was laid to rest long ago. Some idiot brought it to town on a boat. The local priest was able to defeat it and lay it to rest.
Dio.
I'm sure it's fine, but
I
I'd
see.
probably not want to poke down there.
Not a threat then.
Maybe that's what's bringing all the crabs down.
Is that
Why would a vampire summon crabs?
She shrugs. I don't know how those things work, man.
The crabpire.
Oh man.
That's pretty good.
maybe at
It's
a
real
later
good.
date we can see if we can ask it if it's still alive.
We can come back with silver.
It's a good idea, actually.
We could also have is
Wait, would I know
Azadeh
that?
joining us?
Oh, that's true.
I hope so.
Did you invite her?
I would have invited everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I am pleased to help you with the pest. I seem to have a talent for it.
Well, I guess you could
That you
always see if it's there.
Cloud.
All right. I
Going
guess
crab?
we'll do one last locate object to make sure it's still there before we kick the door in.
Sure, we'll go there and then cast it.
The recruitment dude, I believe I know him, right? Because I've taken some odd jobs from him.
You do. Yeah, you're familiar with him. You're not really friends or anything else, but you're familiar.
Sure. I believe, is this Ingo?
It is.
It's Ego, yeah.
There we go.
Well, not necessarily him, but someone who works for him. My thing is in this house.
Mm.
That's the only evidence I've got. I don't want to hurt anyone if I don't have to.
Sure. Knock his knuckles.
I mean, if we gotta knock some heads around, that's fine. But I don't want to do much other than that. Rough a couple folks up.
Well, yeah, I know. Just knock on the door, open the door,
Yeah.
get on the floor.
And then do the dinosaur.
Hmm.
Clear. She pauses. Do we need discretion?
Only if
I don't know.
they're not slavers, so.
Yeah, these guys are all above board as far as I know. So we should be all right.
Discretion.
Just might need a couple, strong arms to, loosen some tongues, which I know you're quite good at.
Don't
Azadeh
worry, we have
testing
Gowan with us.
Azadeh testing
Yeah.
out her new vocabulary.
Right? That's what you got. She learned a word last session.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Or the one before last. I can't remember.
That's all a blur.
So are we killing the crabs or are we helping you beat this guy up to get your writ back?
I want my writ first. The crabs can come later.
He's a spooky crab man vampire.
Yep.
Shall we head inside?
Yeah, sounds good. Ring a ding ding.
Do you just knock on the door or ring the bell or?
Well, yeah. However you ask for it.
What's customary? I'm sure Giovanni would
I mean-
know.
He gives the the secret knock.
the secret knock.
Yeah.
It's you just knock on the door. There's not really a secret knock.
Pip's rap. For those who have read Great Expectations.
I don't think I have actually.
That's okay. But yeah, he knocks on the door, or whoever knocks on the door. Let's get in there. Yeehaw.
Let's do it.
Okay. You are greeted by Ingo himself. He opens the door and he goes, Giovanni and
these are all my
I'm
friends.
Sorry, I don't. Yes, of course. Oh, I think I recognize Azadeh. Yes.
Wait, does he?
What's
We
the?
did a job
Yeah,
for him,
you
like,
worked with him one time.
yeah, very early on in the game. So
What's the deal? You looking for work or something?
Not quite. Looking for something a little more important, let's say. I lost something important to me, and been having a few of my friends here help me out with some magic, trying to find it, and turns out it's somewhere here in your place. Was hoping I could get it back.
Azadeh kind of steps in and says, "We understand you might have come into possession of it by accident."
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
Wolfram will cast locate object. And...
Okay. You detect it's in his house. Yeah.
okay.
You may not be aware of its importance. Maybe we could describe it to you.
Acquire any new objects or papers.
What did you say, Azadeh?
She asked him, "Did you recently acquire any new objects or papers?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't have to be.
Go. We know
Inside
Park
check.
here.
Can I do an inside check? I want an inside check.
Go for it.
All right, yeah, go ahead and yeah.
Ooh.
Let the cleric do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
There you
you.
go.
Thank you.
Some sanity.
Crit fail on the inside. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's not here."
You see fucking amygdala hanging out.
Yeah, Wolfram, you sense that he's hiding something.
Mm.
Look,
That he's not being truthful.
I understand there might be a reason why you have it, but it would mean a lot to my friend Olivia if you would return it to her. Now, we could pay
And I mean,
you
I'll
for
pay you
it.
for your troubles.
I'm sorry again. I'm actually gonna have to ask you to leave. I
Kai's
don't know
gonna
what you're talking about.
Kai's gonna like walk up, stick out her hand, and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about them. My name is Kaya Gowan. It's such a charm to meet you." And I want him to make an intelligence saving throw as I cast Charm Person.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Magic. It's bullshit.
Oops, wrong thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh.
Can I spin some inspo?
Holy moly.
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, like I want. Well,
Fuck it,
let's
for-
play out with what happens with
for-
Kai first.
Fuck it, for Olivia, I'll spend all 3 of my inspiration for it.
Whoa!
To automatically
All
fail.
right.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, all right then. Yes, charm person. That lasts for an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Now, if you could please help me and my friend try and find her writ, I would so appreciate it.
The writ. Oh, I see. I was confused by a second. I'm sorry. I can't really give it to you.
Well, how come? It's hers. It has her name on it.
It's kind of I kind of need it.
For what? Come on, you can tell me we're friends.
I just want to make sure something for Charmed. he doesn't automatically. He's charmed by you, so he doesn't automatically have to say everything, right? It's not like a suggestion or something.
It's like a
At this
like a
point,
friend.
it's at your discretion. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like, imagine if someone was just charmed by another. Like, he really likes Kai.
He's
go
not
ahead,
mind
make it-
controlled, but
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
So,
Like,
yeah,
I can be like, give me your password, and he'll be like, 1, 2. It's not.
yeah,
that's
go
not how it works.
ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage then, as he's trying to avoid this.
Good call. Yeah.
Look, I really like I kind of just I need this. Like, it's not. I'm sorry that it's your friends, but I think that I need it more.
why do you need it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it for the same reasons that Olivia needs it?
If I suspect the reason, yes, yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, how are you thrown out of Nyrond?
Gowan's gonna try to blend into the shadows.
Okay, make a stealth check for Gowan. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Slowly sneak up.
I got a kind of a funny story about that one, Ingo. They think I'm dead.
Oh,
Or they did.
oh,
And then they came after me, and that's why I need that little piece of paper you got.
okay, but they thought that. Wait,
They thought I was
they
scot
thought
free.
you were dead.
I did, yeah. I almost made it, bud.
Oh,
In the dream.
I wish they thought I was dead.
Do any of us know anybody that's good with forging?
Could probably bring it.
Me.
If you're good at forging, then I mean, fuck, I'll take 20 and just forge him a perfect copy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Forging. Oh, that kind of forging. Never mind.
Not forge.
My bad. That's my fault. I retract that coughing.
Do I know where it's located
Slow.
specifically in a house?
Since you're like right next to it and stuff, like, yeah, you can kind of feel like it might be upstairs or something. Like if you like kind of like move around like the front of the house, it like kind of looks like the upper floor, like more closer to the center or something. So it's like, not where like usually a bedroom or something would be.
Okay.
Gowan, what are you doing with your little sneaky stealth?
Go search around in the back areas, try to find anything.
In his house, okay. You walk into his house. It's really nice. There is a large. You don't really see anything on the first floor. The only thing that kind of catches your eye is this like large, like metal armor statue that's like in the center of his foyer. So like whatever you're looking for, it's like you don't see anything that would be hiding any papers or anything else like that.
How much is it worth to you?
It's priceless.
Ooh.
I don't think you understand how much this means.
Olivia's nodding. Yeah, I could see it being that good.
I'm sorry that it's yours, but like this is my only chance.
You
Really.
can see why I want it back so badly. So
Chance for what, Ingo?
this it's got free. It says get a free card.
Yeah, you guys can actually kind of see that he's not really keen on like answering you guys, particularly on like what he's saying. So yeah. So Kai, you might. Since you are the one that has charmed him, you are probably more likely the one that can be like kind of coax this information out.
Yeah, like I would have been like kind of been like paraphrasing what they were saying anytime it didn't work.
Oh, okay. He's just well, I mean, come inside. I don't want to. You're all out on the street and you all look fairly out of place right now. So I mean, I'll cut you in like I'm offering you work or something. Just come on in. And he escorts you into this house. Gowan, you can still like sneak around. Like he doesn't notice that you are suddenly missing from the group and everything else.
Do we know
So
who he was in trouble with?
Same place as me.
And do you know why he was in trouble?
We're trying to figure that out. He's being very tight-lipped.
So Azadeh's going to say, I want to. So she's going to ask, if you tell us what you are in trouble for, we might be able to resolve the issue without the writ.
Do you think you can resurrect a dead family?
She blares,
Ooh.
did you murder?
Not intentionally. This is all a mistake, and I guess running was the second mistake. It's all. Listen, it's all been pretty bad on my part and everything. I'm sorry. I am not. My name is not Ingo.
Shit.
My name is Ilinar, formerly known as General Ilinar the Fifth of the nation
Oh, would
of
I know
Nyrond.
him?
You're not really from Nyrond, so no.
But I was in
you're
the military and knew kind of the. I would have known some of the major players in the military.
Nyrond is on the other side of the world, so you can make a history check.
Let's see. History is intelligence, so we'll see. All right, not really.
Yeah, sorry.
It was worth a shot. Well, I'd like to make a persuasion check. And Azadeh's going to say, well, the writ is hers. Do you mind if I make a persuasion check?
Go ahead, make a persuasion check. Yeah.
Oh no!
He kind of like goes like,
the second one in a row.
"Oh yeah, I know it's hers, but I want it."
Listen, we really don't want to have to hurt you to get it.
I can raise
I'd
the
rather you
dead.
didn't.
What was that?
I will be able to raise the dead soon. My lady gives me power over death. And with a little bit more time, I might be able to raise that person from death for you.
Am I able to see the stairs from where I am?
Oh yeah. There's like 2 stairs on either side leading up to the second floor.
Well, I'm gonna go upstairs while they're dealing with him.
Okay. Yeah, you can go upstairs. There's a few bedrooms and stuff. There's a study and a closet. That's about it. Up there, as you kind of quickly rummage around and everything. Oh no.
Maybe.
You check one of the bedrooms first, and like you're just kind of like going through some drawers, and you just can't find anything. In the bedroom.
Use one inspiration to re-roll that.
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Wolfram kind of has like leaned into Kai and told her where it is, so I'm going to use a sending spell to give Gowan exactly where it is.
A little better.
Okay. Yeah, that's you. Okay, so you know that it's in this, like with the sending spell, like you know that it's in the study, like a study. So you kind of go inside and you see like there's a lot of paperwork and stuff on there, like lots of ledgers and stuff, just detailing some work orders and everything else. But you do spy a safe in the corner of the room.
Ooh.
Although the ability to raise the dead is time limited, how long have they been dead?
About I don't know, 30 years.
Right.
Going with that, you're able to pick like one set of the tumbler.
Darn.
Okay, but you're on the right track, so you're good. Go ahead, Wolfram.
It may take some time for me to be prepared to do that, and it may cost something more than just a lot of materials. But in
make
exchange for that, Grant, I could see making a exchange.
Make a persuasion check. Oh, he
Oh man.
Yes.
There we go. That's what
he
we were waiting
is
on.
he is like generally moved by what you have said. Like he is like kind of just like he takes a very shaky deep breath and kind of exhales out. He's like, you could really do that for me? It was a while ago. This would be great. It like you have to like it was a mistake, really. I fired on the wrong ship. I had to leave. It was the king's family. I had to go.
Shit.
I,
What a story.
See why that guy ran
Yeah.
across the world for that.
I can see why you ran.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the thieves' tools again.
He's like kind of got tears in his eyes just a little bit. Go. Yeah, you're able to like click. 2 more of the tumblers are unlocked. It looks like there's another. So you got the combination lock on it. Looks like there's a key required for the safe also. So you need to do like 1 more use tools to try to like pick
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah. He's like his like tears kind of welling up in his eyes. He's just like you see why I needed this? This is my chance.
Put his hand on his shoulder. We understand, Ingo. Mistakes like that can happen.
However,
Very difficult to handle.
in order to raise the dead, it would require the body. Do you have access to it?
No. I'm sorry. It's on the bottom of the sea right now.
Put the
Where?
mariner again.
Ooh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go. Yeah. You're able to finally click that safe.
Nice.
Very nice.
Where
roll.
was the incident?
It was he like kind of like I don't have a map to really show you. It was off the coast of oh jeez. Hang on. It's been such a long time.
We have a map, right?
Kai
I
does.
don't know if it does the whole Greyhawk map though.
That's true.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a really good one for that. Unfortunately.
The Keep.org had a pretty decent one.
What'd you say?
I think the Keep.org had a decent Greyhawk. Let me look.
Gowan's gonna grab the writ and shut it back
Here it
and
is.
lock everything down.
Make an investigation check as you try to like determine like what's the writ and what's not.
Whatever's got Olivia's name on it.
He's already tried to doctor it. Then,
There's a lot of papers and stuff in there. You kind of grab what you can. You do spot like a bar of gold that's in there also.
Ooh.
As you're like trying to scramble.
Fingers
to
get
just
kind of twitchy, and he just leaves it there. He doesn't want to take too much from him.
Noble. Most rogues would not be so show such restraint.
He's got no qualm stabbing, but taking the livelihood. Well, this is kind of taking a big part of his livelihood, but I won't leave him broke.
he's a cool guy. He's been fucking feeling guilty and shitty for himself for 30 years.
Holy
He's,
He
let him run.
he tells you that it's like kind of it's near the entrance of Relmore Bay, so it's like kind of close to Nyrond actually. But it's a good like month's like trek and on boat.
Far away.
That's
But
far.
could Wolfram revive something? I don't know if he's lying or if he really could revive something 30 years dead. Could you?
Not right now.
There is a spell.
Not
I
right now.
eventually did.
I did preface that it would take me some time.
It's called True Resurrection.
Just
true,
Resurrection.
Right. That's got like a limit of 100 years or something. Right?
Yeah, Resurrection gives me a 100-year window, so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, normal
Damn.
resurrection. Oh, yeah.
All right.
If it
I
was
thought he was bullshitting him.
no, if it was within
Okay.
10 days, then Raise Dead would have been fine. But I could always animate Dead and just beat a dick. But
Oh, that's so
That would
cool.
be awesome.
So cruel.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I would never do that.
Darn.
Yes, you would.
Zombie queen.
Correction, Wolfram would never do that.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Someone else may.
Hey, Rez, what do you want?
So
Like
there you
Nanny
go.
Poop
He's
style.
well, he's Gowan has the documents. He's got a lot of documents, but he's got documents at least. And he told you where it is. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Like I said, I can do this for you, but it will take some time. May take a year, but maybe 2, maybe more. But I can raise this person for you, so your name is lifted from shame.
I would greatly appreciate it. This has been a weight on my shoulders for these long years.
If it was a wrongful death, then I'm sure my lady would not find it wrong to raise the dead in this circumstance.
I'd hope so. What's your lady's name again?
Ouija.
Ouija. I'll pray to her that you succeed in your travels. Then I guess I'll save up whatever money I can. If you can do this, then I'll pay for it. I'll gladly pay for this.
I'm not sure how much it would cost, but it would be a considerable sum. But I would do this for you as a favor for my friend Olivia.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Uh,
shoot Gowan a message.
Gotcha.
Just
That's
like,
a very good idea. Carefully
Hi.
relock everything. Bye.
how are you holding up? You can respond to this message.
25 words.
No, using message.
Oh, message.
Oh, message is even easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you holding up, bud?
Good. Think I found it. Shutting back. Heading back down.
Then I'll shoot one to Wolfram and be like, I think we're good. I think we're done.
Did he find it?
Yes.
Maybe he should put it back and just have Ingo give it to us.
That is the tricky thing.
I
'Cause-
relay that back to Gowan.
We managed to avoid drowning.
I mean, either way we were getting
We
it.
talked our way out. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
The big crit.
Didn't
was
have
nice.
to bash his head in. As much as that could have been fun.
I was about ready just to hold person and just say, be
yeah.
done with this.
I know, I have knock prepared and everything.
We did it. We
Going
broke
like,
in
wait,
and
really?
then didn't have to. Yes, really. I'll
Hey,
buy
it's
you a
lot
drink
easier
later
putting it
for
back
your
than taking it,
amazing
right?
job.
For
I
helping
didn't
out.
reroll for
Go ahead and re-roll another Thieves' Tools check with advantage if you're going to put it back in the safe. With advantage because you
He's already
picked
broken
it
it.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they take the gold bar instead.
Okay, nice. You're able to just kind of just quickly open and close it real fast, almost as if almost as if like you forgot to lock it again, but it was super good. You did super
Take
well.
the bar this time. Take the bar this time.
Take the bar this time, puts the other stuff back. He's like, slams it back.
Compensation.
What am I even doing there? What am I here for?
Okay, yeah, he's
It's training for when we infiltrate the Saltmarsh house.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Kai, go ahead and make another persuasion check with advantage against him to just try to like seal the deal on like him like giving up this writ. Okay, yeah, he's
Nice.
he's I'll give you what you want. I'd rather want it for insurance sake on my end right now, but clearly this means more to you than it does me somehow, even though I killed the king's family. But I'll go up and I'll get it for you.
And if we find somebody
Yeah.
who can forge stuff, we'll try and get you a copy.
I mean, that's what I've been waiting for. Also, I haven't been able to find anyone
We
in
just need to
town
find a
or anything.
Kenku.
Making me wish I played a Kenku. Jesus.
But he goes upstairs. Go and make a stealth check.
It just throws a lampshade on.
Oh.
10 is average. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hides under an ottoman.
The virtual dice was like hanging on the 20.
I
So
turn
he-
that
he-
off because it makes me so mad all the time.
Yeah.
So he goes inside and he's kind of like looks around. He's like, "Is someone in here?"
Meow.
Meow.
He kind of like just kind of scans the room real quick. Make another stealth check real quick.
There.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, the
Sitting
feeling
there
kind of
like
like washes.
E.T.
The feeling kind of like washes over him as he like kind of scans the room again, and just kind of like doesn't see you. And he goes over to the safe, punches in the little code to the tumbler, reaches for his keys in his pocket, and unlocks the safe. Did you take the gold bar?
Yes.
He doesn't seem to notice it right now. But so he just immediately just kind of grabs the papers that he needs, and he closes the safe up again and goes down the stairs. Here you are, and he hands it to Olivia. Please help me if I need it.
Absolutely. This is quite a stretch you're making for me here.
It really is.
Listen, I haven't been able to contact him since, but someone sent me this. If I hear back from him, I'll let him know you're looking for one too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Well,
also,
if there-
if I still have this thing on me and you do find someone who's good at making ducks, let me know. I'll bring it over.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still looking.
Might as well make myself a couple copies, you know? Wink, wink.
One thing that Ingo really didn't say, but I'm sure it was kind of implied, was the name of the individual or description. We don't have to like roleplay it, but just that would have been helpful.
Oh, the royal family?
Yeah.
I guess at that point you would be looking for their ship and then hoping that their bodies were nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ship that got sunk was just.
We got to be able to find a painting of them somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
but
there's bones now.
Oh,
The ship
sure.
the ship that sunk was the Gilded Mary.
And the name of the individual, like Prince.
It was Queen Regent, not Queen Regent. Sorry. Not even Queen. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. It was just it was Princess Rosa. Princess Rosa.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough information
Cool.
to go off in the further future.
Okay. Yeah, and he ushers you out.
Yeah, like Giovanni will shake his hand one more time and let him know that he's looking forward to working with him in the future for a mission or something.
If whatever he needs, we'll help him out.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we'll still be friends after an hour.
After he gets over your
Yeah, we'll find out.
you mean? Comes to his senses and realizes he's had a spell cast on him.
Yeah, they always know. That's the trick.
Realizes his gold
They get to
bar
get
is
real
gone.
mad at you real
At least
quick.
At least with charm person, at the very least.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about the
friends.
College of Glamour charm.
Yes.
That it's just like, oh wow, you're so amazing, and you're still amazing. Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
But there you go. You have your writs.
Yeah.
If you want
Like
to take a
when
look
we all
over
get
it and everything.
when we all get ushered outside, I'm basically just gonna look at everyone and be like, did we just do that? Like, did that just work?
Azadeh kind of
Yeah.
claps her hand on Olivia's shoulder and says, "You have your writ. I don't know what that means, but good for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, Giovanni's gonna put a hand on Kai's shoulder. Excellent work.
Good work, everyone.
See, we don't always have to resort to murder.
If
Everyone
only
did.
Kai was here forever.
I know.
Gowan just pops up in the middle of everybody, holding up the gold bar. He's like, "Look what I got!"
Whoa!
Just,
So I think this was before Kai left.
this is where the episode
Sticky
just
fingers.
like zooms
Yeah.
in, like zooms in on
Yeah.
going.
Going
Freeze
the
frame.
road. That bubble scam.
I think I
the-
would have given my ring of the Scarlet Brotherhood to Olivia before I left.
Okay,
So put that in your inventory,
will.
please.
I will.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. At that, I guess we can sort of like end the week and get back up to everything else. So, Kai, you're gone. Bye.
Bye.
Yay.
We had a horrible
Oh.
dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
you guys had a
horrible-
fever dream last week.
Horrible fever
That's
dream.
what
Yeah.
it was. Yes, all right. I knew we had a session in between the other
Ol-
one. I couldn't.
Olivia was not invited, unfortunately.
Well, that's fine. I had work to do. I'm sorry.
She was cleaning out crabs.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was too busy
Minotaurs.
like staring at my writ, making sure it was real.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fought Minotaurs in a dream.
Minutes.
Minotaur skeletons.
I'm gonna take a minute, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that too.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I guess everyone's taking a quick break then. I'll also.
Sure. I guess I'll BRB, grab some water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Is that everybody?
Don't think so.
That was bugging me.
And you said it was in like Relmore Bay, I think it is. Looking at the map.
Yeah, Relmore Bay. Yeah, so like just at like the where it connects with the Sea of Garnet.
Okay.
Of Garnet. Yeah, so like around that horn near. I can't see on my map. I have to zoom in. I don't know how.
On wall in the Pomerage.
Oh no! Sorry, further towards Relmore Bay. And that
Okay.
So like
The on wall.
Yeah, so like past Nesper River and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This is actually a pretty decent map.
Back.
The one I linked. I'm back, by the way.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's more like actual Greyhawk from like the fucking 80s.
Mm. I like it in
But you can
simplicity,
tell where Saltmarsh is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like I picked it up immediately. Basically where Gradsol is.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of why I wanted to also orient the map properly instead of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Wizards is real bad with that shit, man. Tons of the tomb maps that you guys haven't gotten to yet are all flippy dippy, and north is like not up.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think it's just the angle, which just is better. They must have decided.
Yeah.
But
They have whatever their stylistic choice is what they're sticking with and have. And it's
Man, silly is what it is.
It's bad. It's a stupid thing, and I hate it. All right.
Is Sam back?
I think that's a negative.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, there you are.
Oh shit.
wow.
Oh.
Honk.
Honk.
Oh no.
Okay, so it is the
Wednesday, my dudes.
sure. It's the night of the party.
Oh, hey.
The party.
Already?
Yeah,
oh my
so-
god.
Yes.
In like
just
a
gonna-
month
I'm just gonna-
preparing
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, it's the night of the party. Everything. This is well after your event with the Scion and an exasperated Eleander and everything that happened. But yeah, it is finally the night of the party. And Gellin Primewater has gone around town, like kind of just like hyping it up to the crowd and everything. A
guy.
small like little festival is actually kind of on the grounds and in the farmyard in front of the Saltmarsh house. So it's sort of like a party for the rest of the town, and also, but like that you are invited for a more private affair inside of the house.
Gross.
Azadeh's wearing her beautiful new red dress, and she's wearing hair oil, and she got some help from Kai. I hope Kai would help.
No, that would have been
Kai was
Olivia.
gone.
It would've
Okay,
been me.
so a lot. Oh, right, because you're gone. Okay, so Olivia, she would have gone to Olivia for help with like her hair and makeup, and she's wearing the new shoes she got from the cobbler, and she's feeling pretty.
Woo.
Yeah.
So is Giovanni all decked out in his fabulous party wear?
Oh yeah. So for one, he picked up his suit from the madame. I forgot her name. One of his girlfriends, and he got his shoes from his other girlfriend. The shark skin shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Got his hair did. He's like got like some makeup, like just a little eyeliner and whatever skin stuff.
Hell yeah.
Got his hair like his hair is usually like messy, like how you see in the icon, but he got everything in like a nice tight, thick braid ponytail. Um, he looks fabulous.
Can I do like
So-
a charisma roll to see how good we look compared to
Ooh.
like basically a walk off, kind of like who's wearing it best?
Also-
I like that idea actually.
Okay.
Giovanni, that cobbler girlfriend is actually Gowan's date.
Yes, I'm the one who set them up.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you got
He's looking good.
Kjorna there, Kjorna Kester. Okay, nice to know.
Looking nice. She looks good.
How much inspiration I need to get like equate a natural 20? Because as you know, I can't do charisma.
Oh, Olivia looks hot. Olivia.
There we go, Olivia.
Woo!
There we go.
With her womanly ways. She's
The
got
most
makeup,
important
got
crit
the
of
hair.
my life.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Olivia is looking fierce tonight.
Can I instead roll like strength and like he like flexes? He's
Nope.
flexing.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Like if it's charisma, there's no point in me rolling charisma.
You don't
I'm
know.
not
I see you roll a 19.
There's no point in rolling charisma. It's not like this boosts my
about-
charisma or anything.
How about an acrobatic? So it's not the way you look, it's the way you walk. I guess.
Performance?
How about that?
Okay.
Or maybe. I mean, good point.
Acrobatics is better.
Well, no. You were trained more martially, so like you're kind of like carrying yourself in like that way of like like
right,
you
right.
were trained
He knows how to
for like
walk.
for
Or I hope so.
yeah. So you were trained for like parade step and everything else. So that's probably like how you. So let's see how you do that for.
18.
Hell yeah.
All right, you look great. Like you're not like catching a whole lot of glares and everything else, but you carry yourself very well as you like kind of walk through
Nice.
But you're not
the crowd
Olivia.
and everything.
I'm pretty sure Olivia kind of just gets everyone's eyes. Eye of the ball or whatever the phrase is.
He kind of
Bell?
mutters to Olivia and says, I feel like there were some tips you missed when you talked to me. I think you saved some of the best for yourself. Damn, you look good.
Thanks. It's been a while.
She's grumpy and she kind of like gets away from you. Like she's jealous.
We'll pull out the his stuff that you normally wear. Probably had Olivia probably prestidigity this up a little bit cleaner.
Oh, absolutely.
They're just like
I'm gonna be doing a lot of that.
yeah, cleric robes for because that's probably the finest thing that Wolfram has. He's gonna
That's
keep the
cute.
mask
I like
on.
that. I like that. I like
So, the robes for Ouija are like alternating black and gray.
Ooh, nice.
There's a little bit of a skull and gem motif on the
Cool.
adornments.
Let everyone know, you're still a goth.
Exactly.
Did he shine up? Like, did he polish his mask? Give it a good little buff?
Yeah.
It's all shiny?
I feel like maybe even he's got a different one on, like a white one. Is
Mm.
what I'm imagining for some reason.
That works for the party, I think. You can make it more skull-like.
Sure.
Not trying to intimidate
It's
anybody.
got like
but
some like gilding on it. It's like a fancy one.
yeah.
We're just gonna start looking for Anders.
Woohoo!
She's on the front.
Going just in like a plain tunic.
Nice.
So you don't see Anders in the crowd or anything else. There's just like a lot of like small stalls. A lot of the fishermen and everything else are kind of just like hanging out, and you see some of them like watch like all this like very nicely dressed crew, plus Kester, kind of walk through
All right.
the crowd, and
So
are
are
just
we
kind of like,
outside the house, like in the courtyard, or are we
Hunter.
in the house?
sorry.
Hunter, go ahead. Go ahead.
Asking, are we inside the house or outside the house, like in a courtyard?
You're currently outside the house right now, so it's like you kind of like approach the house, so like, you haven't moved there yet. I'm just kind of transition you along. As you
Is
kind of
there a
move through
dance
the crowd and
floor?
everything?
We're not inside yet. Right?
You're not inside
sure
right
there
now.
will be.
Okay.
You don't see one. But maybe. But eventually you get up to the steps of the Saltmarsh estate. I'm just gonna move you over here.
Oh shit.
Yay.
Outside, you see a one of the drunken fishermen is just kind of like just hanging out at one of the chairs, and it's just like kind of chatting up the like two guards that are just kind of like posted out in front. He is like kind of just let me go inside. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And they're just like, no, you don't have an invitation. No, just sit out. Just sit here. You're fine. Just sit here. Don't do anything. And then he spots you all. You're all very well dressed, but he still has the urge to say, invitations, please.
We do have
who are-
right? We did get them.
Yeah, we should have.
Okay, so Azadeh flashes.
Do we have them? Yeah. Do we have them?
You don't have any like physical like actual like physical invitations. Like no
Okay.
one really
Oh,
handed
okay.
them out to you, but he's just kind of like asking you to pronounce yourselves.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. So she kind of leans close and just says, Azadeh Azadeh Mujahida.
Okay, yes. It's I assume you're all the ones invited into the manor along with the council. Okay.
That's correct.
Please
Yes.
go right on in.
Thank you.
You just see like so you're ushered in. Kester just kind of goes, I've never really been into a fancy place before. Am I dressed all right?
Look fine, dear.
She just kind of has like nice leathers on, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
Gowan, actually, you look a little bit nicer than she does right now.
I'm gonna press digi her up and like gussy her up a little bit with what I can with that. Like make sure she's got like no wrinkles and like stuff's so shiny a little bit. There, that'll make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Going,
all right.
like,
You'll be
blushes.
fine.
He's like, oh yeah, you look really great.
Aw,
It's
geez.
like a moment of like, how do I feel about Wolfram casting guidance on me? Like, how does he's saying I don't look pretty?
No,
I think she'd be grateful.
no, it's more like you've got this. Like just a motivational thing in case you need it.
Gone Brea, Azadeh-chan.
Exactly.
So you guys can get all up in here. Oops,
Shit.
wrong layer. There we go.
Anders, let's do this shit.
Oh, I'm scared. We're in the belly of the beast now.
Oh boy.
And you enter just like a nice fine a foyer. There's
Oh,
a,
hey, it's Endros.
you got a lot of people
it's all the
here are
homies.
invited here.
Mm.
There is Eli is kind of chatting up Copperlocks over in the corner, like next to like a small little library section. He's kind of eyeing the library a little bit more. He's kind of like not really kind of half paying attention to her. There is a maid going around, kind of just with a tray of drinks, just kind of like just kind of. She like stares at you and she kind of walks over as you all enter and just kind of offers up some glasses of wine.
Azadeh will take one.
Zendros,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, Zendros and Prime Water are talking to each other like right now, just kind of like asking about like what to do about their own business venture and everything. And he kind of like pipes up when he sees. Oh, sorry, Captain. Lieutenant and gang. Hello, everyone. The
Hi.
five new owners of the killer whale, right? And he gives like a big old wink, ham-fisted wink as he kind of like eyes everyone.
I love
You all
this guy.
look smashing today. My God.
Thank you, sir.
Azadeh kind of graciously bows
thanks.
his head.
The waitress will kind of have to go back and get some water, but she'll nod and she'll make sure that everyone is kind of served before going on ahead.
Sounds good.
It seems the master of the
Wow.
evening hasn't graced our presence yet. We're just kind of waiting for him, but yeah, come sit, enjoy yourselves. Tell us of your adventures. Have you met the captain yet? And Zendros just kind of gives like a wry smile to you all, and just kind of does like a small like bow with her head. I'll just go ahead and reveal this because it's just stairs going up.
Cool.
So Anders is nowhere to be seen.
Anders is currently not in the room yet, but the maid just says, I will alert the master that you've arrived. And,
So like,
and I'll get your water.
Like, is it just this room?
It doesn't seem
was a
so. Everyone
VIP
seems to be just kind of like waiting for everything. But you can get comfy and
Is there a side room that is currently empty anywhere?
there is a closet nearby.
That'll do.
Azadeh is going to quietly hop into the closet.
Okay.
And since I now can do this, she's going to cast Locate Object on the Scarlet Brotherhood ring.
Oh shit! I have it, by the way. So, unless you have a copy.
You too.
He's going to do
Or
it.
you could also pull me in the closet with you. That would be pretty hilarious.
Oh my! Well, I hope I won't need smites tonight.
Mm,
Hoping I won't need smites. So hopefully
that is the hope.
this spell slot will be okay.
There's a big map here. I don't know.
It's all dance floor.
We'll see. All right. So what do I sense?
You detect the ring that Olivia has
Okay.
over there, and you detect one ring in this general area on the ground floor with you, but it's in this general area also. But that's all you detect.
I am going to step out of the closet, and
Okay.
I'm going to head in that direction.
Oh boy.
Okay. 1 second.
Holding my wine glass and trying to look like I'm just a party goer.
Okay. You go into this. Oh, jeez.
Is that a door? That is a door, right?
You guys can still hear me, right?
It does look like a door.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we
can hear you.
Okay.
yeah.
I just had my light flicker for a little bit.
Oh,
there's a storm
scary.
overhead, so.
Yeah, we got a storm
Yeah.
here too.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you come into like this nice hall. It's very wide. It's a
Who's this
little.
clown?
It's interesting. There's not a whole lot going on right now, but you see Anders actually talking to the maid, and the maid is just kind of saying like, "Your guests are ready, sir." He kind of just, okay. He kind of looks really tired. He turns around and he actually sees you, Azadeh, like walking out, and he goes, Azadeh, good to see you. I was just on my way to greet everybody.
So do I sense the ring near him, or is it still in the general vicinity? It's in that.
No, you sense it right about here.
Okay, shoot! Oh, the quest. Oh man, it's like, do I go for? Okay, all right.
No, you let him shovel. You shovel.
Okay, I'm gonna
you
step
out.
forward to greet Anders, and then she's gonna like twirl her hair a little bit in like a finger, and she's going to say, "I was hoping to bump into you. It's nice to see you."
Go ahead and make a.
Is
make
he like wearing fancy clothes too?
Oh yeah, they're not quite as fancy as you. These seem to be. Actually, make an insight check.
Hey.
Nice.
Woohoo.
These seem to be. These are very nice clothes, but they seem to be not fitted for him. These seem to be fairly old clothes, definitely an older style. But they're very nice.
Yeah, they're his dad's.
So she says, "You look splendid tonight."
So do you. I don't think I've ever actually seen you without armor on. This is quite a treat, I guess.
And it gives a
Is
coy
everyone
smile.
from your is everyone from your party around, or?
And she says, but I was hoping to bump into you alone. And she gives a look at the maid.
She kind of like blushes for a second and then kind of just goes down and into this little area real quick.
Okay, good. Now kill him. Now it's time to smite.
Do it.
Do it. And I can't.
Did you want me to make another check?
The paladin way.
Sorry, what was that?
Did you want me to make another check? It sounded like you were going to say roll.
Oh, I was gonna ask you to make like another charisma check as you kind of
Sure.
are trying to radiate.
Yeah, as I'm trying to like play my flirt card. Let's see how well she can flirt in this outfit. Hey, pretty well.
Not bad. Yeah, he's kind of like he's definitely taken in by like all like your style and everything else.
The smell really
this
good.
is yeah. This is like the first time he's seen you like without like armor or. What did you guys do with your weapons?
Yeah,
I meant to
good
ask.
point. Good point. Yeah, so I
Go
guess
ahead,
it would have
dagger.
had to have left it at the Wicker Goat because she's going to a fancy party. But I know what she would do. She would have a short sword tucked under her skirt.
Okay.
Doing like Wonder Woman
Like,
style, have it
Yeah,
tucked
that's what
in
I'm
the back of
thinking
the
too,
dress.
like on the back,
She couldn't
held by her shoulder muscle.
Right. I know she couldn't leave home not armed.
Okay, just making a note.
Olivia
Of that.
can sing, so she's good. Don't need an instrument for that.
I'm asking just because like I don't think that you guys would have had visible
Like, Olivia
armament
knows how to
coming to
use
this
sword.
party and everything.
No, we
Visible
wouldn't.
what? Armaments, yeah, visible armaments. She would not be carrying her greatsword in the sling as usual. She would definitely be
I'd
trying
say,
to play cautious.
Yeah.
Gowan's
Giovanni
definitely
is
hidden his dagger in his boot.
just on his own. Maybe I bet he has a sling with him. Just like in
Yeah.
his pants or something.
You can hide your whip in there too.
Okay, cool.
Is that a whip in there or?
Yeah.
But
Is that
he
a
kind of just.
sword in your pants? Are you haven't seen it?
But he asks, do you mind if we go greet the party? I'm sure you all are probably famished or just kind of ready to, kind of mingle and stuff. I'm a little hesitant about that. I'm not used to these sort of affairs.
She's going to kind of try to connect to him on a personal level, and she's going to say, "It seems like you might be out of your element. Are you nervous?"
Very, yes. This is not my. I mean, my father used to host parties and the like, back in the, when I was younger, but not anymore.
So she actually reaches out to take his hand. Does he let her take his hand?
Make another charisma check.
Let's see. E.
Okay. Yeah, he's hesitant at first, and he just
So
kind
she
of
says,
like,
she takes his hand slowly and just says, like, "I can tell that you're trying to be your father. Those are probably his clothes, and you're probably out of your element right now, but trust me, you're gonna do great." And she just kind of gives him a little hand squeeze.
He visibly blushes, and is kind of right. Let's just go and greet everybody, please. And he kind of like moves past you, and goes into the foyer with everybody.
Okay, so before he goes into the foyer, she's gonna point down the hall and say, "Is the ladies' room that way?"
Yes. Just this door, right? The door right there on your right.
Nods. Okay, great. Yes, I can multitask. Yay! Okay, I'm looking for the ring. Looking for the ring.
Okay. Okay. As you, what's up?
Easy.
I'll let somebody else do something first. When he enters the room, you guys can role play. I'll probably be looking for the object for a few minutes.
Okay. Anders kind of walks into the foyer and he kind of goes, hello everyone. Glad you all could make it. I think dinner might be ready if you are all hungry or the like, and then we can, just have fun. I don't know how this works.
You having fun? It's a pretty good place to start.
Food, drink, music, it's all good.
Wolfram, you kind of notice that Prime Water's like kind of like giving like a lot of like winks to Anders like in quick succession. Like he doesn't seem to know why this is happening, but that's what's happening.
I guess insight on him to see what he's trying to convey to him. It's like I just want to.
Yeah, sure. It seems like he's just kind of be like he's like kind of hamming it up, like he thinks that he's being a good wingman or something. That seems like he's just.
But it's, you know what? I like this guy. He's really going on. Really going on.
And Anders is just kind of like I
Anders, it's okay. You have great company here. We have great food and drink. Just enjoy the moment. It's fine.
Yeah, it's alright to let loose a little once in a while.
Olivia, are you going to do anything with your totally unfettered hotness?
Not with Anders.
Oh, okay.
I just want to do something. Like I just want to flex. In the suit or something.
Yeah. Okay. Make a strength check.
All right.
Don't pop them seams, buddy.
Oh my God.
It's new.
Working out.
The suit does not rip. It's a very nice suit.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't like extend or go any more than this. Probably you think.
Yeah.
But it's,
I'm more like striking a good pose where he can like flex his bicep a little bit, and also exposes his nice tush.
Of course.
Like he's like leaning over to get a drink or something. One of those, like a water bottle or whatever. And
I feel like this be a scene from JoJo or something.
Right?
Gosh, I never, you guys are friends with the town. I feel left out, right? I feel like I don't belong right now.
Wait, who's this?
This is the.
Kester has like kind of spoken up. She's been kind of quiet this entire time.
Downstate.
Oh, where you're a friend of myself and Gowan, and that's where you belong.
Okay then.
It's best not to question things and just enjoy things.
Just come over here and make poses with us.
Now that I can agree on.
There you go.
Azadeh, you can go ahead and move it because everyone's gonna see you if you are in the hallway right now.
Okay, so she's going towards. You said like the ping was about here, I think.
It's right behind you now.
All right, so she's going to. Is the door locked?
The door's open.
She's gonna open the door slowly. Is there anything in there?
If you say slowly, I'm gonna make you do a stealth check. So make a stealth
check. Oh God. Okay.
It's not a disadvantage though, because you're not.
You
wearing
don't have
armor.
armor. You're good.
I'm not currently wearing armor. It's not a disadvantage. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Amazing.
Wow. Oh. She's still not good at it though.
It kind of squeaks a little bit, but
suddenly the noise of armor just comes out anyway.
But you see an atrium. It's an open air atrium with can offer like a nice private respite from the rest of the house. All the instant that you open the door, you're hit with a smell of like sweet blooming flowers, and that they're blooming on these like this long vine that kind of crawls up along the stone wall,
Alright, so
where you can
she's-
see a single window on the second floor.
All right, so she's looking around. Do I sense that the ring is on the second floor, or is it through this atrium?
You sense that you're like right next to it.
So it's like in this atrium?
To the door.
Ah.
maybe-
And it's not above me; it's in the atrium.
Yes. Specifically to you, it's like right here. Whoops, wrong button. Boop. It's like right here.
All right, maybe roll investigation, maybe.
Sure.
Try and look for it.
Does she have to with locate object? Didn't she just find it?
You might just be able to see it.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't see it. I mean, it's like, but like, so I'm just
I'll look
roll
for
to
it.
see like if you know, if as you look for it.
So, like investigation with advantage, maybe.
I would do with advantage. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that second roll.
Okay. So you're kind of like digging down, and like you feel you get down, like you feel like the looking object is actually kind of pulling you a little bit underground. You kind of shove aside some bushes and just kind of dig. You don't have to dig too much until you're come face to face with a skull, and there's you come face to face with a skeleton in the under the ground underneath this bush.
Shit, that doesn't help at all.
So hands dirty for a skull. Okay, shit.
I can
All right,
press
I mean,
well,
the
that's
skull's
the
attached.
thing.
The skull's attached to a skeleton also. So
Yeah, this is some news. Okay. So am I? This correlates with one of the Red Brotherhood, the Scarlet Brotherhood rings that we discovered before, right? And there were like 3 or 4 of them in the house. But there's only one plus Olivia's right now.
Yeah. And also, like how, not that we know this immediately, you might need to do some rolls about like how long has it been there? How long has the ring been there?
The
We
skull
have
is-
more questions now.
Like if it's not a dead person, it's a skull, so it's got to have been at
Well,
least
it's a
a
skull,
while.
too.
They've been dead for 10 years.
Should I do a roll to see if I can figure out like how long it's been there?
sure. Yeah, you can do.
Well,
You can roll
I think I should
a medicine because you're kind of
Medicine would
trying
work.
to trying to figure out
Ooh,
like
wait, no, that's a 3. Never mind.
oh, not that's a 3. You're not quite sure. You're used to you're used to dead bodies and stuff, but you never actually like kind of studied
It's a
them.
skull. It's
You're
been
not, you don't
dead
know.
for at least 3 months. This
You
is-
know it's been dead for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know how long.
So she's kind of like puzzled at this, and she takes her handkerchief and tries to like wipe off her hands, and she kind of, oh wait, before she wipes off her hands, she just gently kind of covers it back up, and she's definitely very confused. So she goes to the ladies' room after all. I think you said it was like
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, it's hang on, let me reveal it. It's just see it's boop, there you go.
Is there like a sink in there?
Yeah, there's like a wash basin.
She's gonna wash her hands in the sink to make sure that there's no dirt on her fingernails.
Okay.
Damn.
And then she's gonna go back and rejoin the party.
Okay. You join just as Anderson kind of like ushering everybody to go to the dining room. He's like, "Oh, good of you to join us again. We're going to the dining room."
She nods and smiles politely, and then she finds Wolfram.
Okay. The council members and Zendros kind of get up. Let's see.
I'm ready to follow them and keep the charade going while our party members discuss things.
Do I find Wolfram?
You probably should be very easy to find.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in the he's in there.
So
Yeah.
she kind of sidles up to Wolfram and says quietly, like, "One of the Scarlet Brotherhood rings is buried in the atrium on the nearby hall. Definitely dead. Don't know how long."
I hadn't prepared to speak with the dead, so might be an issue getting information from a corpse.
Well, maybe you might be able to find out more than I do. If you want to look, it's in the atrium on the first door on your left.
Aye.
And she just kind of sidles away.
And just, Wolfram will try to casually just kind of, like, look down the halls, pretend maybe to get lost. Head towards the atrium.
I was looking
Okay.
for the bathroom.
I know, right?
For everyone going to the dining room, this is where it's at. Wow.
All
Alright, cool.
right. Azadeh's gonna wait until Anders sits. She wants to sit near him.
Okay. Ingo's kind of like
Head of the
he
table.
was
I don't know
about
if
to
you can-
he was about to sit down, and then he was like, "Oh!" He sees you kind of enter, and he goes, "Huh?" He kind of like offers like, "Oh, please, ladies first," and moves aside.
Ooh, wonderful. So she sits next to Anders. Excellent. It's working.
Wolfram, what are you doing?
Checking
Oh,
out that
you're just
corpse.
It's you think that it's been dead for like over a year.
Then Wolfram will just kind of casually walk out and say, "Oh, no, that wasn't the bathroom."
Yes, the bathroom is right here. Sorry.
Thank you. Who is this?
You have seen him at the council meetings and stuff. This is Anders' butler.
Oh, sorry, I just have a tendency to get lost sometimes. Giovanni does most of the navigating.
I see. I don't know anything about boat sailing myself. That sounds very intriguing. But
really
the
was only
restroom is right over here.
Sorry. Go ahead.
What do you say?
I was gonna ask, there really was only the 2 hits for the rings, right?
Yeah.
We'd had like 3 or
Mhm.
4 before?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they're not here tonight.
After
Alrighty.
Wolfram will kind of mimic, going to the bathroom because he doesn't have to, and then eventually come out.
His butler kind of pops in and he's like, "Sir, may I fetch the additional guest?" Yes, please. This is probably a perfect time. Yeah. And he kind of goes back out and pops into here. And just a few moments later, he comes back with a person in tow. Wow. Oops, not you, dude. Skeleton, you don't get to come. There we go.
You have skeletons handy. Wonder what could be happening at this party.
And he kind of makes his way down to the front and just kind of stands next to Anders and Eli right now. Yes, this is probably a good reason to maybe like a secondary reason for the party. I'd like to introduce you to an associate of mine that was highly recommended. Go ahead if you will.
Hello, my name is Solwynn. You see a half-elf, very androgynous-looking half-elf. Probably looks about to be the mid-20s with like short brown hair, green eyes.
We meet
Was
the new...
not really dressed up.
Yay, meeting the new character at the party. I like it.
There's a lot of
And
people in this little dining room.
Nice to meet you.
Are you pretty?
It's D&D. Everyone's pretty. What are you talking about?
That's not true.
No.
Oh, that's
Asking if-
true. Yeah.
if, Sam's new character is
I'll
pretty.
I'll drop the link.
Wait, what? I saw the face of Weird Al for a second.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
your
great.
character?
It's definitely Weird Al. Amazing. Weird Al is a very pretty man, for sure.
Yeah, you see like Eli kind of like looks over at the rest of the party. He kind of waves his hands a little bit. This is Eli, by the way. I don't, just right here. Wah, wah, wah. There we go. Wah.
Wait, I don't see Eli.
It's this guy.
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Yeah, he's next to Anders.
But he's
and
not
then-
zoomed in with a big old like, "Hey, look at this guy" kind of
No, you
token.
use deck instead.
There. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. A little, definitely like a placeholder token, but I'm still trying to find some good art for him. But yeah, there he kind of goes. We've decided as a private matter, as of last night, that we might need some. You might need some guidance. Unfortunately, we can't exactly have you walking around town dragging a corpse behind you.
David looks
Uh,
offended, like personally offended.
He actually looks directly at you when he says that too. So.
She looks
Yeah.
indignant. Like she's like, "What are you calling me out for?" Yeah, she gives him a face back.
Congratulations, I'm your new babysitter.
You don't seem too excited about that.
I have better things I could be doing with my time.
Which are they paying you
I,
to babysit us?
the last time, I'm baby.
I think we're actually missing one more. Scarin, could you go and fetch our last guest? I don't know why he's not with us. And Scarin his butler takes a nod and exits the room. Goes down the hall. Pops
Like a
into down here.
skeleton! Whoa!
And he re-enters with a very drunk, tall man in red.
Oh my.
Red.
Kelidek kind of walks into the room, stumbling a little. What? It's there's oh no, I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here. And he quickly exits the room again and just leaves.
Shit.
Zendros kind of gives like a what the fuck kind of like look, and then just kind of just like laughs to herself as
Man.
he stumbles
Almost-
away.
I almost wanted to trip him up, but as he left. I don't know.
Giovanni
I don't know.
kind of leans over to Zendros. I find it very difficult that you were in a relationship with that man.
I was about to say the same thing. You dated that guy?
Listen, he's a little better when sober.
Giovanni kind of gives her a wink and like he measures like out like he's measuring a fish. He's like, yeah.
Oh.
He's a
Sure, why not?
I see.
Okay. I gotta go, guys.
See ya.
Bye,
Justin.
Justin. and
Bye.
See you Wednesday, hopefully.
One date left.
Leaving her high and dry.
Wah, wah.
Before you leave, Justin, actually.
Oh yeah.
You see Scarin kind of mouth some word, like he just kind of like mouth, like he looks in your direction. He like doesn't speak anything else, but he's like making movements with his mouth that you can understand. And the general gist is, I'd like to speak with you. Nobody else sees this.
You sure about that?
Solwynn,
Going,
you see
like,
this,
Granny's like, me?
but that's about it. And he leaves the room.
Alright.
But that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, you can enjoy. You can stick around. You don't have to worry about that tonight. We can deal with that next time.
Awesome.
On Dragon Ball
See
Z.
ya.
Bye!
Bye, Justin.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, Justin.
But the eventually a servant comes down and kind of just like serves everyone some soup. some food.
Zoop.
I believe.
So
I had something here.
Azadeh's going to continue to turn on the charm with Sanders, and she's going to just kind of like put her hand in her chin in her hand, and be all like, "You're doing wonderfully." And then as we get served the soup, she takes a taste and she says, "Oh, the soup is wonderful. Your household staff are so attentive."
Giovanni to go through a different angle with Anders, where he's just completely ignoring Anders. And he's sitting there looking really handsome.
Make a charisma check.
Let's do it.
See. Oh no!
I'm gonna use an inspo on that.
Okay.
Are you gonna spill soup?
Oh my fucking god! All right, whatever.
Giovanni spills soup on
Cursed with
himself.
cursed on charisma.
Oh.
I'm doing it
I'm not-
again. I don't care.
I'm not gonna say that you spilled soup. I'm just gonna.
Better.
Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Yeah, you're looking good. I mean, you're probably the tallest person here, so it's kind of hard to like not see you. And
there we go. He stands out.
Yeah.
While they're chatting,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do detect thoughts when just sit and watch.
Nice.
Okay. So as you're sitting down there, you see that Solwynn has kind of casted a spell for some reason.
I can't do this like sneakily.
No, it's a spell.
It's verbal and somatic.
Jada is going to look at Solwyn suspiciously out of the corner of her eye. Like, while she's trying to charm Anders, she's going to give Solwyn a look. Like,
There's
what
nothing,
the fuck
there's
are you
nothing
doing?
real sneaky about this. You
I was
casted a
hoping I
spell.
could-
Spells
I
have
was-
bright lights and noises and all sorts of stuff.
I
You're
thought you
like
could, like,
you're
Kind of like when
Go ahead.
everybody's distracted, kind of like do like a sleight of hand or something.
I mean, everyone's there at the table eating. You'd be kind of hard pressed to like get away with it.
Fine, no, never mind.
Okay.
yeah, like you straight up can't stealth spells unless you're using subtle spell with sorcery, or it's like an innate thing.
I really
Yeah,
thought because it's like I built her to be a certain thing. Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry. It's up to 1 minute, so if you want to like leave through the bathroom and then come back or something.
Work.
That could
Sure,
work.
I step outside, cast it, and walk right back in.
Okay, nothing suspicious about that. Okay.
Like, I'm
What are
checking
you
out the
doing?
lunch. Seeing where the soup went, you know, like just hop out for a sec.
Great. What are you doing with the tech thoughts?
I'm just like as they're conversing with each other, I just want to see what their subtle like surface thoughts are.
Who's they? Who are you talking about?
I'm gonna start with Prime Water, and then I'm just kind of like working my way through the council.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because
Okay.
I could tell you what Azadeh's thinking if you
You
know,
want to
like,
hear what we're thinking? Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then at the end of that minute, I'd be like going through. I would start it with Olivia, and then I'd work my way through.
Okay. Olivia, what's your emotional
Panic.
state? Wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Service stop. Lots of
Yeah,
panicking.
Lots panic. Nothing on her face though.
Like that internal scream going on with
Oh,
that really big flat face.
Okay. Prime Water kind of has like a mischievous like personality. Like he's like kind of like giddy that like everyone's here and having a good time. He's just like, yeah, this is fun. This is good.
Get it, you're a
Andrew,
extrovert.
Anders is you just get like nervous energy coming from him. He doesn't really know like how to feel right now.
Okay.
He's kind of like preoccupied with all this stuff. Eli is just a little bit miffed. You can garner that he's got like a little bit of a disappointment aura pointing in the direction of like the party.
Okay.
Copperlocks is, you can tell that she's probably had too much to drink at this point, but she's keeping it down really easily. And she like her thoughts are kind of like fixating on like her concentrating on like staying visibly sober. Zendros. Let's see. Zendros, you feel like she might be she might be like planning something, but you're not
Okay.
sure. Yeah, as far as that, if you want to go for the rest of the party or not,
Nah,
you can
not
do that as
really.
well.
Oh, fine. I get it.
I mean,
know
if
it.
you want, if you want to say
That
something, you
would have
can.
been fun, but it's okay. Well,
If you
Go
want to
ahead
say,
and do the
yeah,
rest of the
I mean, you are
party.
going to be our
Let's do it
babysitter,
around.
quote unquote.
yeah. So
Yeah, let's do it.
tell me your thoughts.
Everybody. Okay.
Surface
So
thought.
you sense that Azadeh is kind of excited and a little nervous, but also there's this like red hot determination underneath everything. You feel like this surge of confidence and almost a little bit of scheming, but this kind of like determining, I'm gonna make this happen feeling behind everything.
Okay.
Very Azadeh. But you
Yeah.
wouldn't know that yet since you're a new character.
Giovanni.
I'm gonna roll for it. He is currently thinking about his sword,
Okay.
and how he can improve it, like how much gold he needs, and sharpening it, polishing it down.
That sword. Okay.
Yeah, not a figurative sword. No.
And Wolfram.
You can sense a very muted emotions, but I think it's just like sadness.
Okay.
I'd say Gowan might be a little bit nervous because he's like kind of like right next to Kester. If you want to go for Kester, Kester is just like me, like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Aw.
just like visible and mental confusion.
Really good.
But yeah, after a while, the second course comes out. Just like a nice cooked pork and roasted vegetables.
Okay.
So during this time, while we've been eating and kind of making small talk, Azadeh has been attempting to charm and kind of like get in with Anders.
Mm-hmm.
He's also been asking questions about his household and basically kind of framing it like, it must get really lonely. Do you have any friends in the house that you can talk to?
Not really. I just kind of tend to myself in my study. That's about it. I mostly just focus on work because that kind of I find that like that's what I excel at, and I mean I am on the council, so I feel like I must be.
Make another charm check over here. Oh my god. What is going on? I don't care. I'm using another inspiration point.
Oh, dude.
How many do you have?
How many do you
There we
have?
go. Look at
That's the
fly,
third one.
Giovanni.
I'm gonna give him Bardic Info for later.
Well, thank
Okay.
you. I appreciate it.
I'm humming a cool little tune. It seems like I'm just humming something, but really, it's magic.
Okay. Azadeh, you can you can make another charisma check also.
I'm
And
gonna
she's
give.
gonna keep on doing those like little gentle like micro touches of like reaching out for his arm or his hand. Let's see if it's creepy.
Okay.
Oh, it's not creepy.
Yeah, no, you seem like like all your physical touching seems genuine to him, and he's just kind of he isn't blushing as deeply anymore, but he's like kind of like like a little like he's like a little giddy in his voice and his manners right now as he's eating.
She's trying to like
Charisma checks.
she's giving him encouragement and
Go ahead.
telling him that the party's going really well and that the food is really good and that he's doing a great job. And she's also just kind of like trying to relate to him on a personal level about his household and what life is like for him and how she understands what it's like to pour your heart into your work and have no hobbies because she's a workaholic too. And so she's just trying to kind of like just get in his good graces.
Okay.
She's
What were you
also
saying?
going to ask a couple questions about his
Yeah. Giovanni's like, as I mentioned, like he's just kind of like just there. I'm very much channeling Cloud.
Okay.
Like Cloud does not want to be here really, but like he's just doing it, and everyone
Yeah.
can't resist Cloud anyway. That's what I'm going for, and this is for the whole table, not just Anders.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent.
So you're not really comfortable with this scenario, this setting, and like you can see that Eli and Copperlocks are also kind of like not comfortable really, and they like after a few moments, like after Eli actually finishes pretty fast. He goes, well, this was actually very nice, and I'm glad you're all here. But I actually really need to be going. I have some work I need to do down in town.
Mm.
Also, I hear they have some good pickles out in the street fair, so I think that'll be quite enjoyable.
Oh shit! He said the word, guys.
He did.
So I'll go. I'm gonna go and like work on those pickles right now. So
Hmm.
uh,
Does our
and
new
so he-
our new castmate do they pick up some detect thoughts on that?
it's been more than a minute, so probably not.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
The code word.
I could give her a little nod that she would know. That we gotta do something maybe.
Good.
Remind me what the plan was. It's been a little while.
Pickles is the code word for Scarlet Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, he just wants to talk with us.
We gotta follow up with him.
Well, make an insight check.
That's right now. I don't. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
I
a good
didn't
idea.
catch that Oleander was even there. Was he there?
He was this guy.
Yeah, he was the black guy in the corner.
Yeah, we just never seen his token before.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
that was
I
his first
didn't
time.
catch that Eli was Oleander. That's stupid of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought of him as a new person. Okay.
Giovanni, you get the sense that like he's like going to check on his own things, not that he's like actually asking you to follow up with him.
Okay. That's important.
Yeah.
Distinction. Well, that means we can keep casing the place. Good
And
job.
let's see, how good. What am I doing? Hang on. No, never mind. Okay.
So Anders,
Yeah. Yes.
you have this house all to yourself and your servants.
Yeah. It was a family estate. I have a few live-in servants, and of course Scarin. He's been with me for my entire childhood, I would say, actually. But yeah, it's just us here in this big old house.
Must get lonely.
Yeah, he can sense that
he's when he says that. Like
you can sense that he's getting a little
comforting.
yeah. He kind of takes his hand away from your hand right now.
Oh.
Too touchy.
He kind of goes, it's, there's a lot of history here, and I just hope that I can live up to it.
I believe you can. You seem to be a attractive young man. I mean, you have a wonderful house. You have a position in town.
I think fine job on the council.
Aye.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really apply myself when it comes to that. I think so. It's good to hear that I have some approval from you all. Sorry again if we send you out into danger and stuff, but you all seem pretty capable.
Someone,
I enjoyed personally.
someone's got to do it.
Primewater like beams up like it's like, yeah, these are definitely the most capable adventurers we've hired. I think we hired some people to. What did we try to do? We tried them to find a shipwreck or something, and they just like never came back. Weird. And Andrew just kind of goes he gives like the kind of like nod where he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shipwreck. Yeah, I don't think you've mentioned this before, Primewater.
Oh, it's just like a small shipwreck off the coast or something. It's supposed to have like some kind of statue on it, but never heard back from the people that we hired for it, and I don't know what happened to it.
How long ago did you hire them?
I don't know. Maybe like a year ago? This was like a long time ago.
You don't seem too concerned about it then.
I mean, they probably just like skip town, you know. It's you know you see it happen a lot. You know, people come in asking for work, we give them work, and then they just leave. They don't follow through on it. So you know, you all seem like a good lot though.
Paying for that shipwreck.
If anything, if I suddenly disappear, then something is definitely missed.
Am I paying for it? I mean, no. I mean, like this was actually put up by the church. The Temple of Procron actually asked for this to happen.
What was the name of the ship?
One second.
More shipwrecks they have to dig up, really? Didn't we just decide to do a shipwreck?
Hey,
Really?
that's later. That's much later. Like this is like now. I'm perfectly equipped to go down.
I am. Oh wait.
Rip.
Oh,
Rip.
That's okay. I can prepare water breathing.
There you go.
It was the Marshal. It was like some kind of St. Cuthbert seafaring vessel or something. Yeah, it worked off the coast. Yeah, right. Yeah, big old hammer. Big old whack. Yeah, he's a good dude.
fell after my own heart.
So the Temple of Brocan sought to find a ship of Cuthbert.
Yeah, he just I think he wants the remains of the crew. You know, put them to rest and everything. You know, give them proper respects. As far as I know, it was a pretty nasty shipwreck. So.
I mean, we may find ourselves some time here in the future. We could always look for it if that's still open.
I don't see why not. You have your own ship.
Yes, Gowan and I have been working on it as often as we can.
Anders, do you get out much on the sea?
No. Well, sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I mostly stay away from boats myself. I'm good at managing them. I just don't like sailing on them.
I think I remember his parents or something died on a ship, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
and so she would kind of like look at him and say, "That's understandable," in a kind of calming voice.
Yes. Yeah. It was about 6 years ago. I mean, these two know my story, but yeah, it was they kind of were destroyed in the Sea Prince attack. I don't like to talk about it too much.
Giovanni's kind of like just paying attention to that. By any chance, do you know the Sea Prince involved?
I think I do. Scarron might have mentioned it to me. It was the crap. Why didn't I have this ready?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. I'm just making sure I do have the note here, but I just want to make sure that I get the
Thank
name
you.
right.
Very good.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I've got to look up stuff all the time. Don't worry.
Yep. It's always one of those things where you just gotta watch what
The
what you
player
mentioned.
shouldn't be here yet. Shit. Give him the note.
It's kind of funny. We had a session on Sunday, and we were down like 2 players. So to buy some time or just whatever, the DM we were like checking a notice board. He mentioned offhand mentions like a monster hunting guild, and then we just instantly jump on that, go like derail for a little bit. He's like, I didn't even think anybody.
Yeah, it's honestly funny how like players can like latch on to what was intended to just be like a side note, and then
Bothering the goblin.
yeah.
Mhm.
Bullshit! I'm interested in this. Tell me more.
And like it was just kind of happenstance that one of the players was really interested in like a potion shop. So there's this the DM's running like a kind of like a pseudo like Witcher like potion thing where it has like really benefit.
Too strong, bro.
Exactly. So we got like a quest to experiment with the potions, and they just happen to really help out in hunting the monster that we sidetracked on.
Oh, that's cool. But I'm sure you get some extra gold or potions for it too.
Yeah. Not for those players that didn't show up though. It was kind of funny because we were really worried because our one frontline person, the fighter, didn't show up, and then we had I think a wizard or a sorcerer that they haven't played yet. They just have been out. So it was just like 3 casters: me, the cleric, the bard, and artificer. We're like, I think we're level 2 now, so we were kind of sweating bullets because we're like, oh god, we go out and hunt this monster. We're like, we're not prepared for this, are we?
And did you do it?
Yeah, we beat it. It was a hag.
Yeah. Well, as we know, you can beat the shit out of Ags really easy, right?
Mhm. It just happened that one of the things that one of the potions he gave us allowed us to see invisibility.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll never forget our Strahd campaign, how we were just beating the crap out of hags and witches. It's great.
They did almost kill you a couple times.
Yeah.
They did kill Nugri.
Fine.
I had to be
We're fine.
notified. Yeah.
Fine. We beat him up. That's the point.
Anders, after a moment of thought, Anders said, "It was that one scourge, Theriax, the."
Giovanni gets the Kill Bill siren. Yeah, like his eyes open up at that.
Yeah.
And like he stops eating his soup or whatever.
It was actually like my family went out on a boat trip, and it just so happened to coincide with the attack of that horrible half dragon. But I luckily, or maybe unfortunate, I don't know which one anymore, but I had actually broken something, a vase, I think it was a vase of my mother's, and as punishment, I don't even remember breaking it, but I was, as punishment, I was not allowed on the trip, and I guess that saved my life somehow.
Let me see.
Did no one make it back?
No, the ship was completely scuttled.
So then it was up to Scarin to kind of raise you at that point, or where you said 9 years ago, right?
6 years ago.
Oh, 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Scarin's been looking after you since.
That's right. And now that you look at it, like you get like the thing. Anders actually, he looks old, but he must be younger than he actually is.
I think
He
you
said he
mentioned
was
that.
like his
So it
mid
looks.
to late 30s.
He's actually. It's what he looks like. He's actually a little bit younger.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
35, but so stressed out they looked older.
Maybe it's deja vu, but I feel like you mentioned
more like he's
that?
like in his like 20s, and he looks like he's in his 30s.
Aww. So
So he looks
Azadeh's
older,
actually kind of long. Like she's been trying to court him because she's thought they were similar ages.
That's not too bad,
Aw,
but
that's sad.
that doesn't matter.
Poor Anders. And I'm still using it for information. Like that's really what she's after is information.
I think but yeah, like Giovanni's not like trying to hide the initial shock of hearing that name, In fact, I'd say he even gets like a little bit of a flashback migraine.
Like Cloud, oh my god!
And but after a while he like tries to compose himself and just say, yeah, that sucks, Anders.
That's rough, buddy.
It does.
That's
It
rough,
does
buddy.
suck. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sour the mood. You know what? Why don't we have dinner out in the
Courtyard.
the living room? I guess it's a nicer view. You get a nice view of the town, and with the festival going on, I think that it should be, a nicer sight than, in here this dreary kitchen. Let's and kind of ushers everyone to kind of move on out. Copperlocks kind of goes just kind of drunk, gets up and just kind of saying to herself, she goes, "I think I had enough. If any of you people, I don't know, what do we call you? I don't know. If any of you want from work, come see me. I'll be down by the you know where to find me. I'll be back."
I'd kind of like to do like an insight check to see if he genuinely just wants to get fresh air, because I wonder if there's something up with this room or whether it depresses him. I just kind of want to have an idea of what he's thinking about it.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Yeah.
Oh well. Use up all my good crit on the charisma.
He's got the sads.
He actually, yeah, no. He actually moves over to this room, by the way. So if you guys are all moving to the wrong room, you're not quite sure. There's a lot of old paintings in this room, so maybe that kind of reminds him of something, but you're not 100% sure. It could be anything.
I just lean over to Zendros, and just ask her, how are you doing with the whole incident with Wizardman?
He'll be. I mean, I've seen this before. He'll be fine, and I too will be fine. So I don't care for him one bit. In fact, I think it's actually quite funny that he wishes to avoid me this much.
Just checking on you.
Just move over everyone in here.
Is this a new person?
It is. You get in and you see this this very tan human, just kind of playing with a sort of like a floating cube. One of those little cubes that kind of float on a magnet or something else. That's what's happening with her palm.
Interesting.
And she kind of greets everyone. I'm sorry, I didn't expect you all to be staying this late. I mostly just come down when I think that it's not company, but
Oh, haven't even had dessert yet. It's not that late. Come on.
I mean, I don't know.
You haven't even served champagne and coffee. Come on.
I heard there was music down here, and sure enough, there is two of the servants are kind of playing a small little ditty. One's playing a violin, the other one's kind of.
Can Olivia do better?
I'm sure she could.
Jesus, I got a storm rolling through.
I'm not going to step on anyone's toes, but I'm going to play with them.
Oh, okay.
To enhance their own performance rather than take the spotlight.
You play the bass, yes.
Exactly.
The bass.
Yeah.
Can I join?
Nice. Sure. Yeah, if you'd like. You got there's a nice melody going on as these folks are kind of enjoying this nice music. I don't know, lost my words for a second there.
Okay.
But yeah, this is like you can see a very nice view of the town from this these large bay windows. You actually see a big. What's that?
Tune danceable?
Yeah, it's a danceable tune.
I think I'm going to kind of offer my hand to Anders, I just kind of assume he's going to dance with me.
Okay. Make a Make a charisma check again.
20.
Oh, not as high as the other ones, but not bad.
He looks like a little like confused. He's like, I don't dance. Sorry.
I imagine
Aw.
the two halflings dancing though.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is. Kester is definitely like kind of like leading Gowan into like this little small dance.
I think
I don't
gonna
know
dance.
anybody here, and I don't know what's going on, but I sure do like dancing. I like music when I hear it.
So, Giovanni, is Giovanni dancing with anyone?
I'm gonna talk for Justin and say like Gowan would have like kind of gotten Giovanni to dance. Giovanni would have just been like I'm not I haven't been trained to dance, but like maybe if anything like Gowan might just to open a window, but not right now. Giovanni might go out there and like just do martial arts bullshit. Like he's just gonna
Trying to
dance like
figure out
crowd dances.
Is Azadeh gonna have to dance by herself? Can she?
Oh,
dance
if you're
by-
dancing, then yes, he would.
Okay, great. So she's gonna. I guess she's gonna dance with Giovanni, and she's going to do kind of like one of those classic kind of Renaissance clap hands and step around dances where
You-
it's like those contra
You ever see A
dances.
Knight's Tale?
Yeah, like that exactly.
It's been so
It's
long
like a
since I
contra
watched that.
dance to the music, where it's not like particularly handsy, but you get a chance to see someone being kind of graceful and playful and elegant.
And then suddenly Queen starts to play. Yeah.
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
So should we roll anything for dancing?
Full performance.
I'll
All right.
bardic inspiration the other person.
Well,
Okay.
I got Giovanni then.
Well,
I
thank
got
you.
Azadeh.
Oh! I tripped over my skirt.
Rad.
Roll a d6 there.
Giovanni's doing great though.
He's good.
Well,
Roll
what's
a
your
D8
what's
any
your bardic?
Mine's a D8.
D8.
Oh, so can I roll an E8 to add to my bad dance?
That's a
Yes, you can.
27.
You roll a d6.
Oh, D6. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do.
Yeah.
So I dance. I dance competently.
I thought you were gonna say Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
So Wolfram, you go ahead and introduce yourself to them, and I'm Lori. I'm a longtime friend of the family. I'm just here to visit Anders. I didn't want to get involved in your party, but I guess I am.
No, that's okay.
I
Go ahead.
go ahead. I mean, like, how do you know Anders? Like, what's the deal here?
We work for the city on various missions.
Oh, really?
How do you know Anders's family?
Oh, we usually do business together. He kind of
Who's
needs
this
it.
talking?
This is the person right here. Lori Wendell. They've announced themselves as. But we order shipments from him all the time of various goods and stuff.
What kind of goods?
But yeah,
About to
depends
fish
on what it
bowl.
is. Textiles, fish. I mean, Saltmarsh is incredibly good at fishing. Even though like where I'm from, we're in the middle of the freaking ocean. We don't catch fish as good as they catch down here. They seem to be telling the truth.
A pipe is just a pipe.
Not always. People are dancing.
Still playing along? Maybe we've like transitioned into a waltz.
Yeah, it's like a slower dance. Yeah.
When me from Final Fantasy VIII starts playing.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me for all my nerdy references.
What's that playing?
They would have walked up to Giovanni. You're the hottest guy here.
He's like, Giovanni's like, whatever.
It's perfect. Giovanni really channeling all the Final Fantasy Pro tags.
There we go. That's why he has a giant sword. He's Final Fantasy now.
Hell yeah.
So, is Anders dancing?
Oh, sorry. Anders isn't really dancing. He's more of kind of just like like sitting back, his back actually against the wall, just kind of like enjoying that everyone else is kind of enjoying themselves. Zendros and Prime Water are kind of just like discussing business. It seems like with like kind of like looking about the room with like smiles and everything that like they see that some people seem to be enjoying themselves.
So she's definitely going to sidle up to him. She's still on a mission. She's still trying to find out information about his household.
Okay.
I'm just going to phrase it as in like, is there anybody you can talk to? Or how do you know these people? I mean, why haven't you gotten a chance to chat with them? I mean, they're in your house. Even if they're servants, it doesn't mean you can't make friends. She's trying to just basically glean information about them.
He kind of like plays it off. He's like, I don't really deal with the hiring and stuff. That's Scaren's job. I don't really interact. I don't like interacting with a lot of people here. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. Do you mind if we not talk about this? It's a little much.
She gives him like a pouty, hurt face.
Make a charisma check with
All
that.
right, let's see how bad this goes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good. 20 something.
Big crit. Aw. That's fine.
Oh,
It's better
11
than
is okay.
He kind of sees that you're hurt by it, but he just is just very much just like he's like I sorry sort of look.
Lori.
And then he
that's right.
moves over to
Again.
sit down. Yes.
Lori, Wolfram's going to speak to Lori, kind of not trying to, like, just privately. How is Anders? He seems a little rough, on edge, worn. Like, something's getting to him.
Oh, he's kind of a, quiet boy. Tragedy what happened to his family. But I've tried to be here for him and everything else when I pass through town. It's hard losing your entire family.
Oh, so Lori passes through town as she does business with their group?
Does he have very many staff changes over there? I mean, since you've stopped by.
I mean, he'd had to fire some people for, theft and the like, but nothing else that I don't. You seem awfully curious about it as well.
Well, you see, and this is in strictest confidence. My friend over there, the one in the corner, she's smitten with Anders.
Oh, really?
Aye.
Make a deception check.
Okay, you should be good at this.
Amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
I only saw the plus sign for a while. I was like, whoa.
It took a while.
Yeah, that loading.
Very good roll. I hope.
Well,
Anyway.
she wouldn't be the first to try. A lot of gold diggers in this town.
I mean, it'd be easy to raise one's status, but she's a competent fighter, and material goods don't seem to really, sway her much. It's
nothing to buy her armor. For armor upgrades. But yeah, anyway.
if I can give any advice at all, it's Anders needs a friend. Like, I'm only in town not very often, but he needs a real friend, and I think that a friend would work better than. Sorry, I got dogs.
It's okay.
A friend would be better than something more, if you get my meaning.
Uh, how is Scarin? Does he get jealous of, friends? Is that why Anders doesn't seem to have any?
The butler. You think that the butler would be jealous of
I
other
mean,
people?
I
No,
would
no.
assume that, there's got to be a reason why people haven't really gotten close to Anders.
I mean, have you seen the poor boy?
I
That was mean of me. Sorry. No, it's he. I mean, I don't think Scared is involved in that. I mean, but he
Yeah.
does run a kind of a tight ship around here, so he makes sure that the staff doesn't rob him blind and the like.
Of course. So he's the one that kind of maintains the house.
Yeah, he's watched over. He's very attached to the boy.
Thank you, Lori.
Wait a minute. No. You don't get to ask me a bunch of stuff and then just walk.
By all
I want
means.
to ask about you. What's your deal? What's with the
Mask.
the jaunty crew here?
Well, I found myself working at the snapping line and needed a change of pace. My
What was
particular
it
skill set,
that changed from?
serving drinks and, kicking people out of the bar. I've sought to, branch out a little bit.
I
Tie up
see.
some loose ends of my past. Nothing really too interesting. Just old pirating days. Kind of just tries to get a nudge.
She kind of raises her eyebrow to that, and then she goes, "I would love to ask you more, but I don't know if you want to incriminate yourself."
Oh no, I don't remember anything. I took a big blow to the
I
head.
see that defense, huh?
Oh,
I get it.
there's a reason why I wear the mask. I really don't actually remember anything.
Okay, I won't pry.
But
What's
oh, go ahead.
Oh, what's the little man's deal? The one dancing with his partner right there. Do you know anything about him?
He's a jovial sort that loves to. He's a family man. He's a giving person. Definitely not taking. I know he has a very big enjoyment for life. Such a small little guy. Oh, he absolutely loves boats.
That's good to hear. I also love boats.
Do you have a ship?
I mean, not me personally. No, I like to kind of catch a ride on whatever we ship out.
Do you have a particular vessel that you're frequent to? Maybe I know the captain. I've met some of them and worked with them before.
Can't say I do. I don't really pay attention to the ship's name. I only pay attention to if I have a ride on it or not.
Of course. Lori, is there anything else you would like to know?
Not really.
Oh, it's a
I
pleasure.
think I might mingle in the future, but thanks for talking to me. Thanks for chatting me up.
You looked a little, maybe bored. I figured that usually Anders gives you some attention, and we, took his attention away tonight. For good reason.
Oh no, it's no big. It's no bother. But thank you.
Thank you.
There's this facility by the wall, right?
Yeah, he has actually moved down to kind of sit down on the couch, and he's just kind of quietly listening to the music right now.
Yeah.
What you say?
Giovanni, like after dancing and all that, is like, do you mind if I sit here?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. He's gonna sit down and let's see. I don't know what he's gonna say exactly, but like he's mostly gonna like just have like a pause, um, and like after a while he's gonna say just Anders, um, I have amnesia.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'm Anders Solmore. I've
no, not
I've
that
hired
part.
you.
Um, Giovanni will chuckle and say no. From a few years ago, I was part of a uh, the Marines here, fighting against the Sea Princes.
I see. Okay.
The name you mentioned earlier is a name that stings my mind. I believe that whole incident that involved your parents, uh, I was involved in that as well, and I washed up on shore with Saltmarsh afterwards.
Yeah, maybe do an
Uh,
insight check to see if Anders is attracted to Giovanni at all.
I mean, sure. He's got the Giovanni definitely has his attention. Don't if you mean like attracted to it, like I don't you don't think you see anything about that. I don't know what you would see further for that, but he's definitely like listening intently to what Giovanni is saying.
I
Um,
probably think he's attracted to him.
what? What?
Because Giovanni looks fine tonight.
Like
He-
Giovanni's like genuinely talking here. Like he's
mhm.
like not even like sometimes he's not even like looking at Anders. He's like, drifting off, like looking into the distance as he's recalling some stuff. But yeah,
He's goes. It's yeah. That night left a lot of scars around here. Sorry you had to be involved in that also.
to be honest, I've been running away from it all these years. I've just been living in Saltmarsh, just doing odd jobs as a mercenary or the like. I'm a blacksmith now, by the way. I remembered I can do that.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
It
I
is.
wish I had a hobby.
You don't do much, I assume?
No, my mom used to garden, but I never had the skill for it.
Interesting. I mean, I can't say I'm a gardener, but I am a ranger. If anything, perhaps that's something we can pick up on.
Are you offering to teach me how to garden?
I'm offering for us to learn together.
Uh, I could be into that, I guess.
That'd be good. I honestly don't know many here. It's only through my adventuring parties with these folk here that I've actually started to open up to people. I mean, all these years I've just been living in the empty net, just day after day.
Would you consider these people your friends then?
Most of them, yes.
It's good to know.
I've worked with Eliander for several years, and I do consider him a friend. And these new these people I've been adventuring with, I trust them with my life. So yes, they are my friends.
So, as a new song comes on, like Azadeh's going to come over to Giovanni and ask him to dance.
Giovanni will kind of like look at yeah, he'll look at Anders and nod and say um it would be nice to get to know you better in the future. And then after that he will stand up and go to try and dance with Azadeh.
Woohoo.
So she's gonna like hold out her hand, and she's gonna to start dancing with him in a more like kind of like a waltz kind of partner but dance.
Mm.
She's gonna ask him like, "So what did you find out?"
He likes gardening.
she brings her for her eyebrows together in a kind of look of consternation and be like, "What?"
Yeah, he's interested in gardening.
Sighs. And she says like, "Well, I've been finding out about his household. It doesn't seem like he has any suspicions about anyone. Although Scarin has a lot of power in his household and seems to hire the maids and wait staff. I would definitely be suspicious of him."
Interesting. I think he's gonna go talk with Gowan at some point. Let Gowan can handle that. As for you,
Yeah.
your dancing is very nice. You dance very well.
She kind of looks down a little bit and looks kind of abashed, and she kind of says to Giovanni, she takes a moment to say it and says, "You look quite dashing tonight."
Oh, thank you. I never got a chance to compliment your dress as well, and well, your entire outlook. It's great. You don't get to see you in this often.
She smiles up at him and says, "Thank you," rather sincerely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. After that, he's just gonna continue doing the waltz or whatever we're doing.
And what was the name of the tailor?
The halfling girl.
No,
Maybe.
that's not the collar. It was the tailor, the woman who made the dress and the.
The elf. Let's see, she should be under here.
Lane.
Okay, so she's going to say Lane does fine work.
Indeed, she does. She has a mission for us, by the way. At some point, we could perhaps help her out with that.
But Azadeh says, "But first we must find the source of the Scarlet Brotherhood in this town."
Sure, of course. Hopefully, we're onto something here. I can see Wolfram is speaking with Lori over there. Maybe he has gotten some information.
We'll continue looking. But in case you missed it, there was a body of a Scarlet Brotherhood agent buried in the atrium outside.
Oh,
In case you missed it, you're saying this to him while everyone's dancing.
Yeah.
we're like whispering.
Could I make like a perception check to see if I caught that?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I shouldn't speak.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to be quiet about this, I'd like you to make a stealth check.
Oh! All right. So a stealth check. Oh dear, this won't be very good. Oh,
Fine.
someone definitely hears it.
Yeah.
probably.
Nobody else really kind of like sees this happening. Like, you know, there is music going on and everything. But yeah, this is okay. Yeah. So someone hears pretty much like your entire conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very fair.
And just at that moment, just like okay.
That Giovanni just says to continue conversation. He just whispers, no. Interesting. Did you get Wolfram on that? He's the dead expert.
Your head. He will do it on his own time, I'm sure.
Of course. In the meantime, just let's see, continue doing what we can do. I don't think Anders is involved in much, to be quite honest.
Azadeh nods, and she kind of looks over at Giovanni's shoulder to try to kind of continue looking like she's.
I don't think you reach his shoulder, but yeah.
What?
No,
He's like
okay.
8 foot tall or something.
I look over his shoulder, like trying to.
It's okay. I'm just joking. Don't worry. It's very unimportant.
Yeah. Well, they're dancing, so she's trying to be kind of subtle, but she's not very good at it, as we've already established.
12 is fine.
Yeah.
Maybe someone have picked up on it, but don't worry. Okay.
Okay. As the evening kind of grows to a close, dessert comes and goes. It's just like some small cups of gelato.
I'm glad you mentioned what
nice.
it was, because I was going to ask what is.
Yeah. But
you know I was going to ask.
yeah, eventually the servants let the Olivia and Solwynn kind of take over, considering that they're a little bit more experienced than them, or at least at the very least they're better players than them at their own instruments. And they leave for the night. And Prime Water also. Oh, geez, why do I keep highlighting this person also? Prime Water also bids his due, gives a lot of hearty winks at everybody, and
Okay.
yeah. As Zindra's kind of leaves though, she let's see, she's probably the closest to Azadeh actually. She'll hand a message to Azadeh through. Yeah.
What's it
So
say?
it says, it's a little message, and it just says, all mansions have secrets, right?
All mansions have secrets?
Yeah. But
Is
yeah,
my crab mansion? There's a vampire.
there is a crab vampire in your mansion.
Crab vampire.
I guess after her dance with Giovanni, she's going to read the note and she's going to sneak off into the hallways again. So she's going to go exploring.
Okay. With that, Lori actually kind of bids everyone else adieu also, and she just says to Anders, "I'll be up in my room. I got a big day tomorrow. Probably some sightseeing or whatever." And Anders thanks her for being down here, and she leaves as well. Whoop.
So I'm at a door in this hallway. Is it open?
Yes, it is. Make a perception check before you open it, though.
Oh.
You hear what sounds like pots and pans clinging together. So you're pretty sure that this is a kitchen.
Okay, so she's going to continue down the hallway.
Can I stealthily follow her?
Go ahead and make a stealth check. Azadeh, what's your passive perception?
Let me check. Passive perception is. Now, how do I check that?
It should be at the bottom of your ability, your.
Recording this.
If it's not on there, it's just your perception skill plus
It's 14.
10.
It's 14. Yeah. What? It's at 15 now?
It says 15.
Oh, I must have forgotten it. Something. Okay. Yeah. So
Read it.
yeah.
Does.
You don't notice as Solwynn's soft feet are, not making any sound on the hallway behind you or anything else. So Solwynn, you are stealthing Azadeh right now.
Okay.
She is going to listen at this door and check if it is open.
Okay. It is currently unlocked.
All right, she's going to slowly open the door.
You see what appears to be a small study.
And there's nobody in there?
I hate it when this happens. Roll 20. It just likes to automatically scroll upwards constantly for some reason.
Might have had that bug before.
This is a small office full of fresh parchment. It just smells like fresh paper and everything else. The desk inside has
does it seem more
some
like
manifests and inventory.
like a house thing or Anders thing?
This looks like there's someone that has been working in here. So, but this seems to be Anders' study.
Okay, she's gonna step in. And I'd like to look through some of the paper to see if I can see anything about the fishbone.
Ooh.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh dear. not the smartest. We'll see. How will this go?
I believe in you.
Unfortunately, you don't seem to find anything. The names and the numbers just seem to blur together. You're unable to really like read his handwriting right now either. So
I realize this isn't really my bailiwick, and I put the papers down. And I don't see anything obviously related to the Scarlet Brotherhood, do I?
not really, no.
No masks and
No.
rings, or
You
those
do
easy things.
No, you do feel like this room has a bit more warmth in it than the rest of the house, though. Like it seems like Anders has made an effort to make this part of the house cozier than the rest of the house.
All the time.
Okay, I'm gonna step out again.
Before she does that, I'm kind of like listening at the door for her to come out, and when she does, I step into the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any obvious doorways nearby aside from the bathroom?
There are 3. Well, 4 actually. There's one right behind you. Right. Oops, wrong button. There's one right here. One right here. One right here. And one right here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check out this door.
Okay. You enter it and you see what looks like 2 servants are kind of cleaning up what seems to be a very dirty and wet bar. Like you can just smell the scent of alcohol and beer, kind of like just like soaked into this wooden bar top, and like they're just kind of like cleaning what seems to have been like a messy guest.
Okay. So do they notice me?
Oh yeah, they see you, and they're just like,
I was just gonna say,
we're leaving for the day.
Just gonna just say politely, please excuse me. I was looking for the restroom.
It's the door next door.
She nods and says, "Thank you." And so she goes to the next door, but not the bathroom door.
Okay. Which door is that?
That one.
Okay.
This is the door next door. Plausible deniability. All right, is that one open?
It is.
Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
All right, let's see.
You don't hear anything.
Ooh, okay. So she's gonna step in.
Okay. You step into that room, and you are face to face with the butler, who just kind of turns around and says, as if about to speak to somebody, goes, "Oh, you. What are you doing in here?"
What? He was about to sneak something?
Speak, as if he was about to speak to somebody else, and he goes, "Oh, it's you. What are you doing in here?" This is a small servant quarters. Nicer than most, but he is a little bit like confrontational. What are you doing here in my room?
She's going to apologize and say, "Oh, pardon me. I was looking for the restroom. Someone told me that it was the next door down."
Make a deception check.
Oh dear. All right, let's see.
Very nice.
It's right this way. I'll escort you.
She nods and says, "Thank you. This house is so big. It's easy to get lost."
It's not as big as you might think, but please follow me.
So it looks like it's personal quarters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And nothing
you do detect what's that? Just a smell of lavender from a small bowl of dried flowers.
Suspicious? That sounds fine. So why are you mentioning it to me, I wonder?
But he escorts you down to the bathroom, and he just kind of tries the door handle.
1 second.
But it's I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait.
Nice.
Azadeh nods and just kind of looks like she's waiting patiently.
And I'll come out.
Wrong way. Wrong. Oh god, now they're both of them.
We're like dancing around
No,
each
they
other.
do that in game.
Nods politely and heads into the ladies' room.
Solwynn, yes, I'm sorry. She needed to use the restroom, so.
Oh yes,
And I
yes.
showed her.
Sorry. All for her. And I step out of the way and let her in.
Okay. Do you go into the bathroom?
Azadeh goes into the bathroom and she is there a mirror, like a silvered mirror?
There is.
Gonna check out her hair and makeup and make sure she looks still fly. She just gotta make sure she looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
want to put.
I think we
there
might
we go.
call it here, but where is it? Yeah,
Mhm.
there we go. So Zeta goes in there.
Then can I lay my plan on Olivia here in voice?
Johnny turned that
Cliffhanger
console.
it.
All right. Olivia, we found a particular white flower in the atrium.
Huh?
Very brittle and I was thinking about letting it go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps finding who pruned it.
Olivia's gonna kind of look over at Anders. What time is it right now? I assume it's pretty late.
It is getting rather late. I think I can see that even the people out in the street are clearing out. I think I might turn in soon. But please feel free. My guests will take care of you until you're ready to depart.
Very kind of you, thank you.
And he just kind of, sheepishly, kind of gets up and departs. I'm actually going to call it there for tonight. We'll pick up in the morning for everything else. Or not in the morning, sorry.
if we're going to, yeah, I know what you mean though. Like the game morning.
Mhm. Yeah.
Before we're kicked out of the house, Azadeh will kind of like.
You aren't getting kicked out yet, but
Oh,
Anders
okay.
is turning in. So
Gotcha.
yeah, he's just expecting you to do the common thing where it's just like, the host is leaving. Maybe the guests should leave too.
Mm-hmm.
So before Anders goes, Azadeh is going to kind of give him the old like, "I hope I can see you again," with the big eyes.
Okay, after you had left the bathroom and everything. Okay.
Well, yeah, I had to check and make sure I looked gorgeous.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just be like,
Check the hallway. I did each room in the hallway as far as I'm aware.
there's only one door you did not check.
I didn't even realize. Okay. It was
Yeah.
the kitchen, right?
I
So the
mean,
one
okay,
with the end
sorry.
of the hallway, I missed it. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't see it before.
More doors.
Okay, so you just want to say goodnight to Anders.
Yeah, before Anders goes, she's gonna make sure she says goodnight, and that she hopes she can see him again.
When
Go ahead.
I was gonna say when Azadeh walks out the bathroom, Solwynn's leaning up against the wall near the door.
Oh.
You can do what you want. I'm just saying I'm there.
She just kind of nods politely, and doesn't say anything.
Kieran goes back to his room. Anders says, I mean, I probably will be seeing you. Probably have a lot of work for you in the future.
Azadeh's gonna be like, "Does it always have to be about work?"
For me, yes, I guess. It's rough for running to town.
Perhaps you could delegate. And she kind of like touches his shoulder.
Make another charisma check.
All right, let's see how bad this is.
20.
Should
Can
be
I
good, should be
bardic
good.
inspiration her quietly?
Sure. I mean, it doesn't have to be super
Ooh, that's good
super
though.
like obvious and
That's
stuff.
fine.
If you roll,
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
He doesn't recoil at your touch or anything else, but he does gently take your hand and put it to the side. I'll look into that, I guess. But I actually, all of this has actually left me a little exhausted, so I think I need to go and lay down.
So Azadeh nods and says, I completely understand.
I'm just gonna put you over here so you can.
So I want to know why Solwynn is helping me spy on him. I don't know you, Solwynn.
You'll just have to find out.
Yeah. So should I do another 1d6 on top of that?
You don't
Only
have
if
to.
you
You
want
have it.
to. Only if
You have
want
it for
to.
you have it for 10 minutes. So that was just kind of a note for me for next time.
So that would be a 21.
21.
I mean, still, like, he seems to be, genuinely pleased by your affection, but he's, he's a complicated man right now. So
He's a complicated. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and he's a little emotionally exhausted right now, so just gonna go to bed. But we're gonna call it here for right now.
Good stuff. Good RPG stuff. I got to dance with
We talked
Giovanni.
a lot.
Yeah. Next time you guys will be able to at least you will have a short time to kind of look around the house before you become unwanted guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
You
the
do have a
body.
short.
That's the deal with
Yeah.
that.
My idea here is I might just send Eli a message saying, we found a corpse. I want to animate it and have it lead me to its killer.
That's really good.
Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can send him a message and then I have animate dead as a domain spell, and it listens to my commands.
Oh shit! I was just about to ask if I could do something like that in Chult. Damn it.
So,
On the other hand, it's a dirty, disgusting
Could
brotherhood
reanimate Milton, but
member. So.
yeah, that's
Take me
that's
to your leader.
I'm just wondering if it would
Plenty of
work
undead.
for the purposes of take me to your killer.
That will be a friend. Whoever killed them will be like,
yeah. The way I would phrase it would be, take me to who killed you or who murdered you or something like that.
Well, actually, it could be like another Scarlet Brotherhood member who is like, oh, you're getting too uppity in yourself and we have to fucking kill you kind of thing. We'll see.
we may never know.
I'm intrigued. We have a dead body in the garden.
But yeah, it doesn't have any resistance to or it will just obey commands, so it should be pretty good. Other than keeping people from seeing the corpse.
Okay.
Yeah. So you came in with 5 or 6 party members, and you're leaving with 6 party members and a corpse. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this? You care to
Just
introduce
shove
us?
the bones. Get going to shove the bones in the
I
bag
think,
of holding.
I think that Wolfram said he had a spare mask, right? Just give the corpse the mask and put a nice bulky
It
robe
looks
on
like
it.
a skill.
I don't think this guy has legs from the looks of it. Or at least maybe he's half buried, but
Yeah, we don't know.
Creepy.
Shove it in the bag of holding.
A good session. That was fun. I like the mix of some RPG, some battle, it's all good. I like it.
Can we name the skeleton Murray?
I mean, the skeleton already had a name at some point.
Oh, well, to me it's Murray for right now.
Although Murray is just a skull usually.
All right,
That's very true.
I'm gonna get into a voice for my raids.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fun session. Thank you, Hunter.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody.
I wish I would have
It's
prepared to
fun
speak with the
your
dead.
character, Sam. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Speak with the Dead would have been nice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
just have to do either
Man.
prepare that later or something.
Just
This
tell him to go
character
hang
is
out in
fighting
the crab
between.
house.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
convincing Eli is that, hey, we found a corpse in our Pickles investigation is kind of saying, hey, let's dig this up, and I have we've already demonstrated that we can talk to corpses and stuff. Might give us information. I don't know if skeletons can be targets of Speak with the Dead, but it does say that it just needs a mouth.
I mean, I don't see why not.
It's magic.
He's magic.
I don't gotta explain shit.
It's like what are they called? They're really cool looking.
Either you went quiet or I can't hear anything.
Skull Lords. Skull Lords
Okay.
can speak,
Oh yes.
and they are just 3 skeleton heads. They're three
Oh my God.
skulls.
Skull Lords are great.
I love them.
Man, I was really fighting with this character of fighting between let's be professional, let's cause some chaos.
Glad I talked you down. That would have been
I
a
know.
mess.
It would have been great.
It would've-
Oh, you've totally lost your taste. There was a lot of text RP happening on the side.
Yeah, no, I like that. So, I mean, sometimes that's all you can really get. Sometimes, I'm sorry.
I feel like that should just be encouraged. I mean, I would do it. I would encourage that in my games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a
No.
lot of times where it's like the DM talking with one person. So
Yeah.
And sometimes it
Like-
just gives players something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you go do your thing. We're gonna go chat over here. Even though I do feel like it might give the DM oh, did you not catch what we were talking about?
on the flip side of that, maybe the RP does some cool stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually I try to keep it, not super, relevant. Just talking to another player or something.
Because I know there's a lot of us, so if those two want to do the Andrew stuff, I mean, the rest of us can go entertain ourselves on the side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta get to bed, folks.
Same.
Ladies
All
up.
right. Good night.
Later,
Good
Sam.
night, everybody.
Later, Hunter.
Later.